Bonjour, hi. It's on Monday, May 11th in Canada and the United States, and this is a show called What Chaos, presented by Sports Interaction, live from Montreal, Quebec, Canada. My name is David Bean. I sit beside Pete Blackburn in across the lovely room in the city of Game 3 champs is Sean DePaz. Welcome to Montreal, boys. Bonjour, hi.
Bonjour, hi.
Bonjour.
No hi? He's feeling a little low today, not to tell tales out of school, but Sean's been a grump all day. Really mad.
I feel like actually the happiest I've ever been was the moments immediately after that Sabres game.
You've been very cheery post-game. We will talk about it. We've got lots that we are going to pour through from last night, but it's been great to be in Montreal. We love it. It's the best city.
It's one of my favorite cities in the entire world. Atmosphere last night, the game was unbelievable. Atmosphere after the game, truly unbelievable. Sean said it. I think Sean's happiest was right after the game last night, and that's the most stunning development of I think maybe like the entire playoffs.
Yeah, I mean it was the human spirit is a magical thing. I just can't deny when people fucking rock. People rocked.
You doing Habs cups? Specially requested?
I'm keeping the
sleeve?
I'm keeping the sleeve on it, so you can't really see it. I didn't really consider that might be bad behavior, but I don't have much of a choice.
That's true. You don't have a choice. I wouldn't choose this if I could, but yeah, I think
you look really Montreal down right now. I don't know why I've been hammering the Tate McRae blank down, but
yeah.
I'm Montreal down. That in your Habs cup.
Chat saying I'm wearing Habs swag. I'm absolutely not. This is a Montreal Expos sweatshirt.
You did get in trouble. I think Evan posted one of the videos of us at the game last night and was like, Sean's doing whatever, but is Pete waving a Habs flag?
No, he was doing a Habs chant.
I wasn't doing a Habs chant.
You were going along with the crowd.
I was going along with the crowd. We were at the Bell Center, man.
You did also wave the Habs flag, though.
I did. Well, the playoff towel.
Yeah.
It was just. Oh yeah. It was a playoff series towel.
I don't know about that. We'd have to investigate the towel. I personally did not. It's not my place.
Waving the towel isn't like an
wouldn't have done it.
Endorsement of the team. I was definitely swept up in the atmosphere.
Very understandable.
The ceremony of the Canadiens playoff game. That's why I wanted to go.
Tough not to be.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say I was sitting the fence, but I was swept up in the atmosphere of last night's game, and it was an incredible atmosphere.
I'll say I did not get the sense that you were at best on the fence. I didn't get the sense that you were like pulling for the Sabres. If anything, you were, and I don't want to put you on trial, you were mostly, because you're already
in an interrogation room.
Yes, in an interrogation room. But I think that you were mostly rooting for Centre Bell last night.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I was rooting for the atmosphere of the game, and I said, if I was kind of rooting for a split when we're here with games 3 and 4, because I want the series to go 7 games. I want it to be interesting. I want it to be back and forth. And if I'm rooting for a Habs win in any of these games, it was probably last night, just for the sake of the building.
I didn't know how I wanted it to go down, but I definitely wanted it to be a split, because I want the series to go a long time. And we'll talk about them, Hurricanes fans. I want to see the Carolina Hurricanes collect as much rust as possible. I might do a little off-the-cuff power rankings on today's show. Spoiler alert. We're going to start the Hurricanes off in the top spot, and over the course of the next few days, we'll update the power rankings and just have the Hurricanes drop, because what have you done for me lately? And rust.
Yeah, fair. Chat's asking if Sean is the only person on the podcast without a side piece team. And
no, absolutely not.
I think you're the person who came in with a side piece.
I knew you as a side piece team before I knew you as anything else.
Utah Mammoth is your main side piece, right?
Yeah.
But you came in with like the Coyotes.
The Coyotes,
like you were
as my
Coyotes
side
down.
piece. So it's a complicated relationship. But yes, I certainly have had side piece teams. I don't really know where I'm at with the Utah Mammoth right now.
Who would you say is your side piece team?
I would have said it was the Buffalo Sabres.
That's America's. Buffalo Sabres are America's side piece, North America.
Yeah, but like over the past few years, like even before they started, I was riding for the Sabres.
Famously,
I was riding for Tage.
Too many jerseys. You have so many jerseys, you didn't want any more.
Jeff Skinner fan, Tage fan, like Ras fan. I don't know.
Bob Dylan fan.
Obviously, things have kind of hit me personally in the feels this year with that team. But I don't know. I would say that the Sabres were my side piece team for like the past couple of years.
I would say that you were getting pretty close to the Dallas Stars being a side piece of yours, or
Not really. I believe I FBI'd the Dallas Stars as a Stanley Cup contender. I never really felt a deep affinity for like what was going on in Dallas.
I am kind of an Avs guy. But
Yeah.
that's kind of like
that
a
doesn't feel
playoff.
side piecey,
That's more of
though.
like a playoff side piece. Like they are like just when I'm in town.
Oh, okay.
Drake has a line about how he types in an area code when he's in a city to see what numbers pop up. When I get to the playoffs, that's when I'm in Colorado. They're my side piece when I'm there.
Who would you say my side piece team is? Because my brain went
Bruins-ish?
right to one team, and I watch every Oilers game, and I try to watch every Sabres game.
I don't know,
But I would think my side piece team is the Bruins.
yeah,
Probably,
I kind of would say. I mean, they obviously just have a lengthy relationship with the Bruins,
Yeah.
and you are from Boston.
So my main squeeze and my side piece, both out right now. Whatever. All good. Pete, tell the folks it's on the show today. Not that we even need to do that today.
Today on the show, we got this monitor's in a different place. It's throwing me off. Onan.
Oh my God.
Onan. Onan? What's that?
You get that, Sean?
I don't speak French.
Just, oh no.
I mean,
Oh no.
I don't speak French. I
Okay.
don't read French either.
Okay.
Not all Habs fans.
Yep.
I know what that's about. There was some controversial behavior at the game last night, but overall, I would say skewing good behavior.
Yeah.
Some bad seeds, some bad apples. New Uri face. That one's going to be quite a bit of fun. And finally, perfectly timed gift reveal.
The best gift reveal maybe in the history of What Chaos. I love that we're a gift reveal show, and you're going to want to stick around because when I tweeted it, I said, when I tweeted the lineup of today, I titled that one, Hilarious Young Gritty Update. So it's a gift reveal and a funny Young Gritty update. Folks, you are not going to want to miss it. Young Gritty has finally received a gift from us, and it is so well timed. But let's begin.
People are smoking Pete in the chat, and I am
I don't speak
100%
French.
on your side, Pete. I would have no idea.
I was astonished. Like I wasn't doing it for effect. I was very surprised that you didn't.
I would
get
have pronounced.
that one.
I
a
would have
little
pronounced
better.
it the exact same way.
I don't speak French. There was no accent over it. There's like, I know non is an English thing.
Yeah,
Onan.
I figured that French no was non.
Also, people are cooking me for saying that like I'm a Tage guy. I like Tage the hockey player. I like Tage Thompson the hockey player.
I liked Tage Thompson, the hockey player. I haven't liked too much of Tage Thompson, the hockey player, recently.
That's fair.
Yeah.
He's not hurt. Don't ask him about it.
He's not hurt. It's none of your fucking business.
Yes.
Yes. Let's begin with the Montreal Canadiens taking a 2-1 series lead with a pretty dominant performance over the Sabres. If you did not know, we went to Centre Bell last night on Sunday,
You did.
May 10th, United States and Canada. Nah, it says Centre Bell outside.
Not when they're speaking English.
We
did have-
English speaking announcer for the Montreal Hurricane or
Montreal Hurricanes.
The Montreal Hurricanes is very confused because he's not working for a real team. For the Montreal Canadiens, pronounces it the Bell Center.
I told you, give me some time. I'm going to find a reason as to why that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The English-speaking podcast host saw "oh no" and thought it was "onan." So what the fuck do English speakers know about things with French names? Lawyered.
I mean, it has a French version of its English name.
Yeah, that's its English name.
But it is, it has a French name. We can't do this a millionth time. It is called Centre Bell. You can call it Bell Center, but to say it's the Bell Center, not Centre Bell, is incorrect.
What's the
It is
country?
Centre
What's the
Bell.
country to the south of us?
The south of us currently?
Well, fair enough.
There's
to the,
many.
to the south of the United States. Immediately to the south of the United States.
That'd be Mexico.
Exactly. Do you think they say? Do you think they
call
call
it
it Mexico
Mexico.
in Mexico?
No, it's
Exactly.
called Mexico.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are wrong. We're the outsiders calling it a thing to fit our silly little world. I mean, I'm not going to get worked up about this because respectfully, there is a right answer, and I'm just giving the correct fact here. This isn't an opinion thing. It's called Centre Bell. you're allowed to call it Bell Center, and I would say that most Americans would call it Bell Center because they are in America.
Yeah.
But where it is, the thing that it is called Centre Bell. We were at Centre Bell last night for Game 3, and boy, oh boy, Sean, you'd never been. You've never been to Centre Bell. You've never been to a playoff game. You've never been to
a playoff game at Bell Center, yes.
It was firsts of some sort, but Pete, having been to Centre Bell before, knew this place is absolutely bonkersville. There's no preparing you. Even if you've been a million times, there's no preparing you for what that building is. It is the fans. It is the in-game presentation that is like none other in the entire league. Other like places, like I've been to cup final games in other cities that have been crazier than what we did last night, but Game 3 of the second round is just not on this planet supposed to be that crazy. And Bell Center, Centre Bell, whether it's round 1, round 2, is that insane. Once the fire is lit and it spreads and you have it all around the banners, Fix You's going. Fix You is like the lowest part of that equation because you can barely hear it. There's nothing like it.
That was my my lone piece of disappointment last night, is that you could barely hear Fix You because the crowd was so loud. And Fix You, I think, is no song hits harder in a sporting atmosphere than Fix You for the Canadiens. That's how I feel. I was looking forward to that, and being able to barely hear it, I was like, damn, come on, raise that volume a little bit. But yeah, I mean, even from the outside of the arena, like a couple hours before puck drop, the atmosphere was great. There's a certain like uniqueness to the unity of the crowd in Montreal. Like everybody's in jerseys. It's a sea of red. It operates sort of as a unit instead of like a bunch of individuals. Like I love the Bruins. I love Bruins games. I love TD Garden. They can be a really electric atmosphere, but you don't have the same like it's not the same aesthetically. It's not the same like performance wise as a crowd. Like everybody's on the same page at the Canadiens game, and that is very rare across the league. I would say it has a very like soccer like atmosphere to it.
It's very European.
Yes, definitely, and. The crowd last night was probably the best crowd that I've ever been to in my many years of going to NHL games.
Sean, your first Montreal hockey experience.
Thank you. I mean, that shit was incredible. It's really hard to put into words. Like, I mean, you said before the game, like you had you overhyped or not overhyped.
I'm confident that I can't overhype it.
Yeah, you hyped up my gift from Young Gritty a lot. And there was no way you were going to overhype that. Hyped up this a lot. And it's impossible to put into words quite literally, if you're a North American and you haven't been to a Habs game and you haven't like traveled to Europe for a soccer game or something like that, you have never experienced anything like that. Like I can guarantee you haven't. And like Buffalo fans are incredible. Nothing like they've got nothing on Montreal fans, at least in the in arena atmosphere. It was like the single coolest thing I had ever seen until it became like the worst experience of my life.
No, you got a good 53 seconds. Actually, no, you got like a good 9 real minutes. So like the Sabres score off the hop 53 seconds in, and then just over the course of the first period, the Canadiens start to dominate. And Alex Lyon was Alex Lyon, I feel, still should have gotten like third star of the game.
I thought about
for
that
what he did in the first period.
But instead it was Dobej, which doesn't make any sense to me, but whatever.
The Dobej stuff was really, really cool. Let's just like quickly run through the game. So the Canadiens take over as the first period goes on. Newhook finally, after Lyon was dominating, Newhook scores on a rebound late in the first period. And there was a lot of extra stuff in this game. Like you said, maybe halfway through, you were like, this is a great game. And Sean was like, I can't tell if this is a great game. And even though one team was clearly better than the other, it was a great game. It was a blast.
It was. Yeah, it was. I mean, like, obviously the Sabres didn't play their best game, and it felt like they were drowning for large portions of that game. Especially defensively, like they were just bleeding.
That was not a good hockey game.
No, it was. I truly think that it was a good hockey game in the sense that like one team was clearly better, but that was a very interesting game for a large portion of it, and I didn't feel like the Sabres were truly out of the game until the third period.
I certainly did.
Really?
Like the second period was not fun. Like I did not enjoy any of that.
I mean, they were for sure getting their ass kicked, but they were hanging in there, and it was definitely with a 2-goal deficit heading into the third period. You get one, and that's a completely different game.
Yeah, I didn't necessarily think the game was over, but I didn't. The Sabres were not necessarily encouraging. Like the way they were playing the game, I didn't think that they were going to come back necessarily.
Didn't you feel though? Because I had the sense of Buffalo Sabres are not scoring another goal in this game, but also I was at game 1 of the first round where that was the most this team is not scoring 100%. A single goal tonight energy I've ever had in my life, and they scored like 31 goals in a row in regulation and won. Granted, Canadians I think are quite a bit better than the Bruins, but I did not there were a couple of points where I would say to Pete, Sabres really got to get the next one or this is over, and they kept not getting the next one. But then when they scored to make it 4-2, was it? I was like, I can't in good conscience say this game is over.
Yeah.
Late in the first period, there's a fracas around the net, and Timmins gets 2, Bolduc gets 4. Please watch the great Uri Slafkovsky as these calls are explained to the Montreal bench.
And the crowd and Marty St. letting.
That's truly the most comical fucking facial expression I've ever seen.
Wake up, babe. New Uri Slafkovsky face drop. Sean, do you have the comparison between the two? Because a couple months ago, famously, Uri was asked if he was going to keep his hair short, and he said, well, yes, it will not grow back soon. So, yeah. And then he rubbed his head and made that crazy face. That man's got eyes for days.
I mean, he just has facial comedy.
Yeah.
He's Jim Carrey, the Jim Carrey of the NHL. That some are calling Uri Slafkovsky. We had a nice conversation about Uri Slafkovsky last night in the audience, where we were like, Slafkovsky is an interesting case where like he goes number 1 overall.
To a pressure cooker environment, like first overall pick that should not have been drafted first overall, according to some at the time. It should be some sort of, oh, well, you better prove that you're this great thing. And he's just a really good hockey player who's pretty cool. And all of Montreal is like, yeah, that's sweet. We like him.
And also better than who people thought should have gone one.
Yeah, and I mean, like, he doesn't seem to take himself too seriously. He's just a vibes guy, very memeable person, as the chat says. And he's just fits in and is one of many weapons here. And I think that's a pretty big reason why he doesn't necessarily have to be like this grand franchise savior, is because there's just a lot of other guys here that can pick up some of that weight. But man, Slafkovsky is so cool. He's just a cool guy. And there are Canadiens players who call themselves goofy. Nobody's more goofy than Uri Slafkovsky.
Yeah, really, really is amazing.
Actually, they're all pretty goofy. Like, all their stars are pretty goofy in very unique individual ways.
There's character in all of their faces. Dobej definitely has it. Cole Caulfield definitely has it. There's a little mischievous there. Lane Hudson, once he is old enough to have a face, there will be character there. But like, that is part of the Lane Hudson charm. They're like, you're telling me that guy who looks like a boy,
this meek child,
is a fucking problem, and
guy?
you say, oh no, he's not a problem.
That guy,
he is the biggest problem. That is not fake. That is real.
That's very
Sean,
real.
explain who these people are. What are we looking at
well,
here?
on the left, on the right, we have former Calder Trophy winner, one of the best defensemen in hockey, Lane Hudson. And to the left, we have a man that's approximately 2 feet taller than him. And I am not exaggerating at all when I say 2 feet taller than him, because that is 7'9" college basketball player, Frenchman, Olivier Rioux, from Florida, transferring to UC Irvine. It's a massive man, and he makes Lane Hudson one of the best defensemen in hockey look like a little boy.
It is incredible. Like, maybe it isn't black. Black is a slimming color, right?
And he's wearing vertical stripes.
Yeah.
Pinstripes on
So wait, who's wearing vertical?
He's got pinstripes on his suit.
Oh wow. Meanwhile, the tall dude. Well, he's going horizontal, but So vertical would have made him look even taller.
I believe so. I think that's how that works. Or makes you look thinner. I don't
that's
know.
him taking care of him. That's the tall dude doing Lane Hudson a favor. The stripes are making Hudson as tall as he can be and Homeboy as wide as he can be. And it still looks like, you know what? It fucking looks like someone went into Jay Leno's garage and put like a Matchbox car down amidst all the real like cars. That looks like a fake race car against a fucking muscle car.
That's
Goddamn.
incredible.
Yeah. So a lot of good visuals last night. Let me see. One thing I want to call out, and I sent it to you, Sean. Do you have what I sent to you? The pregame presentation of the Canadiens is obviously amazing. They have the fire on the ice. They have everything. They don't go overboard with the PA. You said you wish Fix You could have been louder. They don't blast music. They are a big let the fans make the energy kind of building. I love that. But another small...
I love that shit.
I love that shit. Another small thing I want to give him credit for, and I hate that it happened enough time for me to notice that I said, oh, you know what? Next time they score a goal, I'll take a video of this. The Canadiens have the best on-screen goal graphics in the league. Do you know what I'm talking about before Sean shows it?
Yeah, it fills the entire Jumbotron with like goal boot.
Yeah. Le boo. Do you have it, Sean?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Do you have it?
Mhm.
Okay. Let's rip. Look at this.
Yeah, that's
And
So
then-
good.
It's brilliant. And then it wipes off like that. Yeah, and then hey, that's a cognate. Everyone can be on board with that.
There you go.
It doesn't matter your race, religion, or creed, or language you speak.
Young Gritty says it's called but actually. It's just goal, but what?
Yes.
Daniil Butt?
Yes. I want to do some. So we're going to just kind of run through our experience. We're also going to have a vlog on the YouTube later. We've got Derek from Dishin with us, and he's helping us out. He had eyes and cameras on Sean through a lot of last night, so it's going to be amazing stuff. I want to discuss early in the day, before you and Derek arrived, Sean, Pete, and I went to breakfast, had a lovely time, and then we went for a walk around the city, and we're walking down the street. Tall guy's walking towards us. Pete says, I think that's Logan Stanley. It was Logan Stanley. We could not have acted more like two people who suddenly realized a person walking by us was Logan Stanley because we were like waving our arms around, being all animated. And then once we realized it was Logan Stanley, we were like, that's Logan Stanley. And he walked by us, and that was a kind of weird interaction, but not as weird as a few moments later, we see Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen and Alex Lyon walking towards us. Alex Lyon is dressed like James Marsden in the first couple episodes of Jury Duty.
Yeah, I would have compared him to Joe from You.
Yeah.
Whenever he like tries to be inconspicuous, he wears like a black baseball hat and like a hood pulled over his like what you would think somebody hiding from all of the public and like a stalker would wear. That's what Logan or Alex Lyon was wearing.
Yes. So, I mean, you were the one that even pointed out that it was Lyon because I could. You're like, hey, UPL.
I was like, that's UPL. Who's he with? That's probably Alex Lyon.
And I could see a little bit of the hair and everything. So we're walking by each other, and I'm like, hey, Alex. I should note at this point, Pete and I were kind of cool. We're both wearing sunglasses.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, hey, Alex.
Couple of inconspicuous guys.
No response. Alex, it's DJ and Pete from the show. And he looks up and he's like, and we're both wearing sunglasses. For, I would say, 85% of this interaction, our dear friend Alex Lyon, friend of the show.
Only guest of the show who has ever said that he listens to the show.
Has no idea who we are.
To be in his defense, listens, not watches.
He maybe
true,
Only
yeah.
saw you guys once.
That's
and I'm
true.
like, DJ and Pete from the show. And he's like, oh, hi. Yeah, cool. And you could tell like playoffs, he's locked in, game day or whatever. But shake his hand and I'm like, dude, you're killing it. You're on a hell of a run. Keep up the good work. Best of luck tonight and everything. And he's like, okay. Yeah. And he wasn't rude or anything, but you could just tell it was like meeting a fan. And he's like, oh, hi, fan. And As we're walking away, you kind of hear it click into place, and he goes like, "Oh, it's good seeing you guys." So I turn around and like wave to him, and there's like finally an acknowledgement of like, "Oh yes, we know who each other are." No words have been said to UPL in this interaction, and UPL just looks, waves, gives like a little wave, and I wave at UPL, and that was that. We didn't say hi to, we weren't like, oh, and Uko, it was just because I think we were both maybe thrown off guard a little bit.
My favorite part is that we walk like 25 feet down the street and you go, "Oh, fuck. I just said, you're having a great run, man." And the guy who was standing next to him is the job that he took.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah.
That's a little tough.
We were pretty inconsiderate to UPL during that interaction.
Yeah.
Didn't say anything to him. Didn't like shake his hand or anything.
As you noted, if anyone's going to feel, and granted, that didn't matter. It was funny to us. I'm sure he stopped thinking, but you were like, if anyone's going to be like, "Oh, fuck," in that interaction, it could theoretically be Alex Lyon that like, "Oh, shit, I didn't know who those guys were."
Yeah.
But game day, you're supposed to be locked in.
Well, Chad is now saying that we unlocked Alex Lyon.
I was a little
he
worried.
was locked in.
Oh, yeah.
And
when
we
he said-
rattled him.
Yeah, the second he was like, "Oh, it's good to see you," we were like, "He's back."
I did have that thought at some point when you were telling me the story. I was like, I wish you would have left that guy alone. But
He went from having 3 periods of juice to having just 1 period of juice.
something
And he
like
was
that.
unbelievable.
Use the rest of the juice talking to you guys, trying to figure out where he knew you guys from. All of his brain power. He was mentally exhausted by the second period.
I mostly feel bad that UPL, because it was such a short interaction, UPL theoretically thought we didn't know who he was because we were like, "Oh my God, Alex Lyon?
The starting
Wow.
goaltender of the Buffalo Sabres.
Cool." And the biggest fuck up was one of us should have said, like, talked to Lyon for a little bit and then turned to UPL and said, like, "Pete, nice to meet you," to see how he would say it.
Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen.
He would if he did a
Luukkonen.
full name introduction, I would have been like, "We can go home. We got what we came for."
I wonder, does he go by Uko or Ukko-Pekka? Because it is Ukko-Pekka.
Well, he can't go by Yuppie.
I agree.
Not in Montreal.
I don't think you
Exactly.
can. I don't think you can introduce yourself. Well, I was gonna say I don't think you can introduce yourself by your initials.
I don't think either of us could have introduced any of us could have introduced ourselves because we said
didn't.
hi and we said what our names were and it didn't take. So I don't know if introductions were
I'm
the
very
play.
curious how he introduces himself to strangers.
Well, he doesn't.
No, with like
Especially when they ignore him.
with like well, hi. It was a nice interaction. I wanted to be like,
he's
"Dude,
so pure of heart.
you mean so much more to me than you could possibly think. Like, I've already traded for you. You're on my team. Okay? All good."
They went back to the team hotel and they were talking about it. And then Logan Stanley was like, "Oh, thank God. I totally bypassed those freaks."
I ducked those absolute fucking freaks. Now let's order some chips on a robot, like normal stuff. Also walking by us on our way to the game later was of the Montreal Victoire.
Oh, that's not where I thought you were going.
Where were you going to go?
We walked past some of the Sabres coaches,
Oh,
including one power play savant, Seth Appert.
Real restraint shown on your part, Sean. No words said.
I wouldn't say anything.
No
to that
weapons
guy.
drawn.
I mean, if we're being honest, Seth Appert knows more about hockey than I do.
I also saw some passes along the blue line last night that were not coaching on the power play.
Oh, the Sabres sucked for most of that game. They didn't play that whole game on the power play.
Yes.
Their problems right now are definitely bigger than Seth Appert. Probably would help if they could score on the power play, but
We're walking to the game. Are we going to tell this story? We're not worried that anyone's going to get in trouble? They have the worst day at their job? They have a big day at their job
They do
today.
have a very big day at their job.
Let's just say a certain Montreal Victoire player with Buffalo roots
Buffalo roots, yep.
walked by us,
And her significant other.
saw who was wearing the dopest fucking jacket in the world, and
The
as
Hab
Pete
jacket.
pointed out, yeah, I called it the Hab jacket. Husband,
I
and-
call it the Hab jacket.
No,
100%.
really?
100%.
Are you sure?
I am positive.
Oh no! Yeah, you called it the Hab jacket, and I
stolen
said,
valor.
I
I know.
said, yep. No, my thing was that. Actually, it turns out heterosexuality in hockey can be
Yes,
pretty cool.
pretty cool,
Because the
yes.
Hab jacket was amazing. Dude rocking the sickest jacket I've seen in my life.
Hab jacket of your significant other on an off
On
day
an off day in the streets of the city that they play in.
is such a crazy move. I have no choice but to respect it.
Now, we did not introduce ourselves to this person, and I think chat has already figured out who it is.
Maybe,
But
allegedly.
we didn't have time to introduce ourselves because she was too busy looking at Sean's shirt and saying, "Let's go Buffalo."
Yeah. And it didn't really clock with me like immediately who it was. And then, but like, yeah, as we walked past them, I was like, Victoire gear, Buffalo. And then I turn around
Last name was on the jacket.
and I see a certain last name. I almost said it, not going to say it. I saw a certain last name on the back of that Hab jacket. And I was like, oh, I know exactly who that is.
So Chad is calling them sap jackets, and that is the
Spouse and partner.
safest. Yeah, that is the safest way. But
I like Hab.
I mean, Hab is just funny.
Wag and Hab.
I mean, there are reasons, and I know that wearers of the jackets have discussed. Like some really like the term wag jacket. Some are like, it's not what I would call it, but it's what they're called. So
The union
go
has
on.
decided that it's SAP.
Okay.
Oh,
And we respect labor
Damn.
and unions.
We were
I mean,
really excited about Hab.
depends. It depends. Like,
guess,
in
yeah,
his
good idea.
circumstance-
Nice idea, Sean, calling it the Hab jacket.
Yes. In his circumstance, it's a Hab jacket. I think generally speaking, they're SAP jackets.
Yeah, right.
In the NHL, by and large, they are WAG jackets. Just depends on the circumstance.
There's
Now-
some agency there.
Yeah. Now, pre-game outside of Centre-Bell, just
Fucking YG.
wild. I mean, it's always madness out there, but it was bigger, thicker, more populated than usual. And Sean was getting booed. It was all respectful. It was a lot of fun. There was a guy in a dunk tank that you were able to give the kind of Josh Allen big dog thing to, because they had a guy, like a fake Sabres fan.
Although he was committed to the bit, because I kind of figured like once he got out of the pool and he saw that I was like a real Sabres fan, he'd give me a little bit of shit, because I assumed he was just a Habs guy that they put in the clown costume.
Yeah.
But he was committed to the bit. He dapped me up, said go Sabres, said something like I think he called me his friend, or this is my guy, or something like that. And then he called this Sabres territory. He's like, this is Sabres territory. I'm like, yeah, right. We're in Sabres territory.
And another thing where, if memory serves, they're not blasting music. It was just
No, they had a
people
they had a D-
yelling.
They
They
did
had
have
a
a
DJ.
DJ, but I didn't. They were definitely playing music, but it was like, I mean, it's like you're at a carnival or something. Like, it's just they have pop music playing in the background, but it's not like part of the.
Not like
event.
nothing forced, nothing artificial. It was. I mean, Buffalo. The crowd before Buffalo was, in some ways, like the Maniacs were more maniacal. But this, I would say, the average.
The DJ was certainly more maniacal.
Yes.
Yes. It's
I
a
would
different
say.
kind of energy.
I would say the mania of the average person outside Centre-Bell is like 8.5 out of 10. Whereas Buffalo, you're getting some normal people and then some absolute 12 out of 10 lunatics. So Montreal, across the board, wherever you're walking, you are finding people who are Habs down. It was amazing out there. We saw there was a tattoo stand, and years ago I was at a thing called Wine Riot, and one of the things they had there was you could get tattoos where they had like actual guns, and they were temporary tattoos that lasted like maybe a week or something. And that's what I thought this was. And no, people are just getting straight up free tattoos, and there was a line that was fucking long.
Yeah, we watched a guy get a Habs logo just tatted on his thigh.
You could get the Habs logo. You could get Metal, who I'll say Metal has grown on me. Famously, earlier in the season, I said I had no use for Metal. I'm a Yuppie guy, but Metal's pretty cool. We met Metal.
I need this season to end because I am dangerously close to being Habs down, and I need that. I just like I love fucking everything about last night outside of the fact that they shit pumped my team. I'll say that.
Other than that
part, I didn't enjoy that part, but everything else about the Habs experience, like, I mean, at one point during the game, we were sitting there and the Habs were on the power play, and we were talking about it. I was like, this is the coolest fucking power play of all time. They have 5 fucking superstars on it.
Yeah. I mean, not the coolest power play of all time.
Not of all time.
Because
I think I I'll say the coolest of all time. I think they're cooler than the Oilers. The Oilers are obviously better, and they have the talent. The two at the top are obviously incredible. We have a Youpie.
What? Oh, shit.
Oh, they have the big UP.
Big ass UP.
I don't know if that made it into the Pro Shop video that we did yesterday. I can't remember if I threw it in there, but
I can't. I was going to
That
cuddle
is the
him during
biggest
the show, and I was
Youpie?
like, I can't do that.
that's such a big UP.
Do you want him?
I might dip back. I'm UP down.
I like that both Sean and I have like watched our teams suffer absolutely devastating, demoralizing playoff losses in the opposing team's building, and like less than 12 hours after the fact, we were like, yeah, but that shit was cool.
I mean, like, it's undeniable, and I know we'll get into our experience with the fans and stuff like that, but by and large, like truly the most incredible people I've ever interacted with. Like the people here have been incredible. I think the roster is cool. St. Louis is cool. The atmosphere, like everything about the Montreal Canadiens is dope as shit outside of the fact that they personally hate Sean DePaz and wanted me to have a bad time.
I like the guy in there. I like their in-game presenter.
Yeah, like the
Oh.
in-stadium host.
No
arena
notes.
host.
Their
No
in-stadium
notes.
host is nuts.
And he's doing it in 2 languages.
He
Yeah.
was getting in there. He was in the guts of that place.
Stud. Okay, so we walk into the game and we take our seats, which are amazing.
Oh my God.
Tick pick.
Dude,
If
I'll bootlick. If people
there
get
are
mad
rumors
about
that
being,
we're not tick pick down, and
I'm tick picked the fuck down.
John Tortorella voice, that narrative is bullshit. Okay?
I will ride for. I don't like riding for corporations. I'll ride for this corporation.
TickPick feels like our friends.
I'm
have-
parasocial with tick pick.
For real, but like we actually have a good relationship with TickPick and the people over there, and they have hooked us the F up during these playoff runs. So major shout out to TickPick for hooking us up with those tickets from last night.
And they're so good. We get to our seats, which didn't know when we got there,
Yeah, we kind of fucked up a little bit at first,
included food and drink other than alcohol.
which we found out
Which
after
you got
we
fucking cooked by the person taking the tickets.
Oh,
because
yeah.
you guys walked in with poutine and drinks, and she goes, "You guys know that all the food here is free," and
we're like, no, we didn't.
we're like, "Ooh, tough."
I'll say, if Sandra Bell knower that I am,
You were going anyways.
I was getting that poutine anyway.
Yeah.
I didn't know about the drink situation.
Yeah, that part
so
was
egg
tough.
on my face. I got orange soda that I could have gotten for free. But other than that, I mean if you go to Sandra Bell and you want to do poutine, don't do it at the stands around the arena because that's mid. They have like actual good poutine if you go
In the basement,
in the basement. In the basement, they have this like weird,
like food court.
and you don't know
like,
when we were walking to it, Pete was like, wait,
Yeah.
where are we going?
I mean, like, I look like a small child. If somebody tells me like the good food is in the basement, like when I'm in an enemy's house, I'm not going to the basement.
you're getting jumped.
But you get to the basement and you're like, they have this here? What
Yeah.
the fuck?
It's
It's
like-
like a cool.
Yeah,
It's
like
just
the hub.
They had fucking like pinball machines down
Did
there.
they? I didn't
Yes.
even notice that. Yeah, there was
There's
like
a-
bars, different food.
No one was playing, but they have like music there. There's like a guy. There's like a douchebag with like an acoustic guitar.
You know what it reminded me of?
Singing
Guitar.
like
You know-
Jason Mraz songs.
You know what it reminded me of? You know the restaurant that they go to in Boy Meets World where they like go down the stairs
Yes.
and it's like this hangout that everybody chills at before
Yeah.
school at like 7 a.m.
Yeah.
Like they have pinball machines down there. Everybody's eating food. People are playing music. It's that place.
Yeah. Chat says Pete does not want to be taken to a secondary location
No,
Correct.
because it's
Yeah.
it's like
It's a
once
secondary
you're
location,
once you're
yeah.
moved once, that's where
and it's like the
You're kinda
first,
fucked?
Yeah, the secondary location, like the first 48 or first 24. Like if
we
it-
were in the building for like 3 minutes when I took you guys to that location.
Yeah.
So I was possibly ruining his life.
potentially, but I think you.
Chubby's is what it's called. Yes.
Ah.
Chad asked, what about the hot dogs? I had 3 hot dogs last night.
Yep.
I gotta say, a little bit underwhelming from the last time that I had them because I know that they're famous for their hot dogs and I know that they're typically the best hot dogs in the league. They were still pretty good. I remember them being a little bit better. It could have been because they were free.
I need to ask somebody this, and I should be the one who knows it because I've done it media-wise and civilian-wise. Are the media ones
I was gonna.
possibly
I think
better?
I think the media ones are different. Like those are the famous ones, aren't they?
I mean, the media talks about them, but
Yeah.
respectfully, and I can say this because I've been media, so I have the pass.
Oh, God.
Media's always gonna fucking tell you how much they love the fucking food at a place.
Shang Pang talks about the fruit.
Yes,
Yes.
I
For a
say,
different
yes,
reason,
I say
but-
hot dog.
Oh yeah, I mean,
And I say rum.
The accent is insane.
Oh,
just
when
gotta
you
get used
said,
to it.
"Oh God," you were reacting to that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought
Yeah.
you were reacting to me saying I have the pass. I was like,
No,
I'm
no,
not
no,
you. I'm not gonna fucking say it.
No.
Kidding.
No.
Jesus.
No.
It's a bit we do that Pizza Republican. Continue. You say what?
Hot dog.
hot dog. Yeah, it's insane, but everyone's got their accents.
Hot dog.
Hot,
Hot dog.
I say hot dog.
hot,
hot dog.
and roof.
Costco
Yeah.
hot dog. Ooh, baby.
There were
part.
there were Canadian people
gotta go to
last night
Vancouver.
trying to figure out what my accent was because they were like, "You don't have a Boston accent." They were like, "You sound more," and I'm like, "We're in Canada. You should be able to piece this together." I sound like you.
Do you sound Canadian?
That's what I get.
I get that a lot.
I would get. I never get Boston. I get Canadian.
Definitely. I mean, you have a few words I would say that you can like. How do you say rough a little bit, right? Or rum?
Like room.
I say
Well, now
rum.
I'm trying.
Rum.
yeah, it's
Now I'm
that's-
aiming.
Yeah, it's tough when you're thinking about it, but
You can put it in that room.
yeah, no, you're pretty. It's pretty normal.
There's room for growth. Know what I'm saying? Okay. We walk in, take our seats, and seated next to Sean are the two drunkest Sabres fans who have ever been born.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thankfully, they were seated next to Derek. Derek
there was a
immediately
buffer?
to my right, and then there was the two drunkest fans that I've ever seen in my life.
They were
well,
so drunk.
Yes.
Like and I believe they're from Moscow.
I think that's what they said.
You think they were so drunk they
I didn't-
lied about being Russian?
They
looked pretty Russian.
It
I'll
was
say that.
through Messenger.
I profiled
I
them.
think that's what Derek had said at some point. Not positive. I wasn't talking to those guys.
They were talking to me because they were walking out to go get beer, I assume. And one of them, as he's walking past us, looks at me, gives me a fist bump, and says, "Mike Harrington."
The
And it
most
was so
insane
loud.
thing I've ever heard.
And it was so loud in there, and I was like, "Mike Harrington?" And he was like, and he kept walking. And I was like, and I turned to Pete, and I was like, "How'd that guy know that was going to land with me?
The most insane interaction I've ever heard of.
How did
That
he
was
know that was?
crazy.
How did he know I was going to think that was cool?"
That was crazy. He also at one point, I think, said, "This is the last game I'm ever going to."
I don't like to hear that.
Like
That sounds like
he said, like
the last game we're all going to.
No, he said like this is the last game I'll ever see here, or something like that. Which to me, because you were confused by that, and to me that suggested I'm gonna get banned from this place.
That had to be what it was.
And
maybe I'm going back
that
to
was
Russia.
very concerning.
a little bit. Turns out they weren't even they weren't the ones that had to worry about it.
Now, there were fans behind us. We were in the last row of the 200s, which Centre Bell is how you say, like, when you watch the roller coaster videos that are like steepest drop and blah, 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 those like POV things that even just watching on YouTube makes you crazy. Maybe it's just me that watches those things. Centre Bell is like straight down.
Quite vertical,
So-
especially in those 300s.
The lower bowl is sick. 300s, it's amazing because you're just like, what is this place? But you are up there and you are far away. There is an itty bitty teeny little midsy section, and that's where we were able to slip in.
Club level.
Club level, yeah. So we were the last row, A, B, C, D, E, F, the sixth of 6 rows against the wall. Really nice. I said to Pete, like, if these were maybe we were on the corner, if these were more like middle-ish, they'd actually be my favorite seats ever for any event I've ever attended. And you were like, these still might be the best.
Yeah.
Because like the
They're
angle,
perfect.
the distance, the vantage point, incredible. Tick pick, love you. Right behind us were the like real suites.
Yes.
And there were 3 people who were yelling at us, and they were more directly behind. They were closer to Pete and me.
Yeah.
So a lot of times they were yelling at us, and then a lot of times they were like really barking at you guys, but they were respectful, these 3 guys. One of them kept yelling, "Fuck you, Buffalo." And I turned around and he was like, "Fuck you, Buffalo." And I could tell he was nice enough. And I was like, I wasn't wearing any Sabre shit or anything. I was wearing a gray All-Star Game shirt and edition hat. And I was like, "I'm not from Buffalo." And he couldn't hear. And I was like, "I'm not from Buffalo." And he just goes like, "Oh, And he gives a thumbs up and starts clapping. And I was like, okay, that'll be the end of those guys. There was a fourth guy.
A fourth man has hit the suite.
And this is where things got troublesome because the Canadiens in the second period took a 2-1 lead. Pete and I got fucking drenched by someone spraying beer. And I was like, I'm going to decide they were like strippers or something like that. I'm like, Sean, did it get you? It got you. Derek got a video. We don't have the video. Fuck, do we?
I can try an effort.
Okay. Derek got the video. I think this guy was trying to just like fuck us up with beer.
I think
I
he
don't
was
know.
trying to fuck me up with beer.
I mean, like, there's at one point where he was like spraying the beer and looking at you, but he wasn't pointing it directly at you, and he was kind of like all over the place. I felt like it was in the moment. I felt like it was more of a celebration thing, and also he soaked the entire section because the
I think
entire
other people next to me
the
too.
entire
yeah.
section turned around and looked up, and they were like, "What the hell is going on there?" But like, I don't know. There's a good chance, given the rest of his behavior, that he was spraying you, Sean. I don't know. I in that moment, I wasn't super like, oh, fuck that guy. He's spraying us with beer. I thought that he sprayed everybody with beer.
I mean, he certainly did spray everybody with beer.
Yeah.
Like when I watched the video, he like pops it or whatever, sprays it, and then he turns. He like didn't like start it and just like aim it right at me. But it certainly seemed like he, at a certain point, decided this was aimed at the Sabres fans.
There's comparisons to this guy, or there's a comparison in chat between you and Sed from Habs Fan TV. We will talk about that later because we met Sed. And
Sabres fans not gonna like my opinion.
I told Sed I've only seen one thing you've ever done, and I am the biggest fan of your work. Anyway, when we got hit, I was like, no, this is like these guys are going to be a problem. Like there's something up here. But those guys,
I knew before that point there.
this one guy, this main kid, the one that I was mostly interacting with, was such a cheery, nice kid who seemed to be doing it. And he would always be like, hey, Bills is okay though.
That was
Like,
like
I
a
like
young-
the
there was
Bills.
so-
And
like
I'm
the
like,
young
I
kid?
don't like the Bills. I'm not from Buffalo, my guy.
There were so many people that were like, fuck the Sabres, but the Bills are okay. Like, I was
Yeah.
like,
And Pete and I were the point men for all of it. And we were like,
Drake May better.
we have no connection to any of this. Did see someone in a Chargers hat, gave him a bolt up, Justin Herbert, baby. Then, like, there was, as the game went on, this one guy, and I didn't know who it was because I was looking ahead of me, but I just knew that there was some shit behind us that was a problem. And a guy comes over, jumps the like suite section so he can get as close as he can to Sean, and he's yelling at you, Sean, saying something to the effect of, oh, like, are you ready? Are you ready? Because I'm ready. Because I'm ready. And Sean is looking straight ahead.
I was
acting
not
like
giving
this
any
guy
of those
does
guys.
not exist. I'm confused and appalled.
I honestly didn't even realize what he was doing until like I heard him literally behind me. I looked back and he was like literally like straddling.
Yeah, he like hopped the glass partition
Yeah.
and like kind of like crawled to
Yeah.
get over to your seat.
He was risking it all
Yeah.
to
He was.
fight you or do something with you.
I don't know. He was like, there were other people that I could tell were clearly yelling at me. Like I could hear people telling me to sit the fuck down and stuff like that. There were definitely a couple hostile people. This guy that we're talking about also was throwing stuff at us.
So
Yes,
that's what I was going to reveal. A couple minutes later, Pete nudges me and turns my attention to the aisle where there is a security guard who is looking
Several.
at us and looking at the guys behind them. And Sean, you were very much trying to stay out of all of it, it seemed like.
I don't know. I just didn't care. Like, I was not that I didn't care, but I was just like,
Talk to me when he really does something.
yeah, what's the end game here? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not
Yeah.
gonna get in an altercation with this guy.
Yeah, he kept like, I locked eyes with the security guard a few times and I was like, I don't know what the move is supposed to be here because if I like go like this,
No,
these guys have not stopped looking at us.
there
so
was
they
there was
can
no
see.
mistake as to what they were like. I had no doubts as
Yeah.
to like what they knew and what they were planning on doing because they were pointing at the guys, they were pointing at us, And like it was just very clear that they had seen what went down.
Shout out, I think it was an usher.
Yeah, the
who
usher.
was just Sean's guardian angel. She was filling them in. Like we didn't need to do shit because every time we looked over at the security guard, the usher was like, the usher was like fired up, pointing at those guys, being like, they're going fucking down. And they went over, they talked to, unfortunately, the super nice kid.
Yeah.
Well,
that
because
kid
the
rocked.
fourth kid, the kid who was the problem child,
Bitched out.
booked it out of his seat and
Can't
went.
call that a kid, by the way. That was a grown ass.
Yeah, it was like a late 20s, early 30s,
The guy-
probably.
older than me for sure.
The nice one was a kid, I
Yeah,
would
he
say.
was-
he was
he
like
was
probably
like-
like 23, something like that.
Yeah.
But the guy who was the main offender got up and booked it to the back of the suite section and like tried to hide.
Wasn't
in the back.
ready,
Yeah.
turns out. Was not ready. But on the way out, the usher caught us and was like, hey, I'm so sorry about tonight.
wasn't
I
even
hope you
just
guys had a
the
good
usher.
night. And we were like, oh, we had a great night. Everybody was really good. Yeah, like, I don't know what was going on. And we walked away and I was like, Pete, something must have been happening that we did not know about because all I knew was they're yelling stuff and there was a beer spray, which whatever. And then Sean was like, oh no, like they were
doing
throwing
shit all night. Yeah, they at one point they threw like a wrapper of something like a
Condom?
wall- No,
Parappa?
no.
Oops.
Like what's the fucking the paper a straw? Jesus, like a straw wrapper. And at some point there was a bottle cap thrown
I did. Somebody hit me in the head with a bottle cap.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh,
off of you, off of me, and then off of the Sabres woman, the woman who's a Sabres fan sitting immediately in front of him. So he
I'm a moron. Like,
good
I was
aim.
like, oh, what
I
the
will
hell's
say,
going
I will
on?
give him that. He got 3 birds with 1 stone, or with 1 bottle cap.
Now, MVPs of last night. Alex Lyon, famously. Jakub Dobeš, really good game. Slightly overrated game. Who's to say?
No.
You'd say,
Dobej overrated. You said Dobej had an overrated game.
yeah. I said slightly overrated game.
I guess it depends on what you mean by overrated. Like I think
I did not get the sense that the Montreal Sabres could not solve
The who?
Jakub.
Damn.
The Buffalo Sabres.
It's the Montreal
the
Hurricanes.
Montreal Hurricanes and
Yeah.
Sabres. They got 2 teams. Quebec has 2 teams
Yeah.
finally.
I don't know. Dobeš was awesome last night. So it's
Yeah,
tongue in
I
cheek that I say and we're gonna get into how cool all the Dobeš stuff was, but like he's an MVP of last night. Lane Hudson, Alex Newhook, the Usher, and most importantly, every Habs fan except for that one guy.
know.
And it sucks the whole like, oh well, not all Habs fans, but it's always a Habs fan. No, it isn't. There was just that one guy who sucked. And granted, when he was being really bad, I was thinking there might be a problem at some point here. Like I knew that we weren't going to want to leave early, but if anybody was like, hey, let's head out early, I was going to be like, no, we are not giving anybody the
Oh, yeah, there was
opportunity
no shot.
to turn their attention to
A
us.
lot of stupid Sabres fans
Leaving
left
early in the
last night
300s, just getting
to
fucking-
get absolutely porked by
Like-
entire sections.
No skill. Have never been there
Insane
before.
Coward behavior from those Sabres.
It's not even coward- it's not even coward
because they were
behavior.
running. It was just stupid.
It's idiotic behavior
Yeah, they were
to
just-
get up, leave, and get taunted the entire way out.
and like I saw some of them were being like, "Oh yeah," like, and I'm like, brother, put your head down and get out as fast as possible. We're getting our shit rocked right now. There is no. So you're not winning anything here.
But aside from that one guy, some of the chirps and everything were funny.
I mean, going into the game, I
Good-natured.
fucking loved it.
Yeah.
Like there was a lot of boos. At one point, I was waiting for the bathroom, which, by the way, club level,
Worst.
Oh, man.
the worst thing I've ever experienced. Like the concourse, smallest concourse, most crowded thing I've ever experienced at any stadium ever.
And that's
That
coming from a guy who
that
goes to
includes
KeyBank Center,
which is
a
awful in
lot.
and of its in and of itself. But yeah, I was someone was talking. It was like, oh, I'm going to piss on these Sabres. And then I was like, or no, he said the Sabres fans not allowed to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
And then I think someone said something about it. I was like, oh, pee right here. And I'm like, this whole place is a bathroom to me, buddy. Just like, it was fun or whatever.
Yeah, you
Respectfully, they shouldn't have been using the bathroom because they were pissing on you all night.
Yes, exactly.
You were a very good participant. You knew just
Yeah.
how far to take it. I mean, famously, you do want the back and forth. You
Yeah,
want
I
to be
love that
hated.
shit. It
You
was
are
so
a
fun.
hater. You want to hate. You don't want to feel it. It's no fun if you come in and you're just being a dick and
Yeah.
everyone's like, people from Buffalo are fucking mean, man. We're just trying to have a good time here. They're the aggressor, but you are ready for every step of the way.
Playing the part.
So in the game, it was a blast. Again, like one bad actor, but there's bad fans in every fan base. Post game, outside is where the taunting got incredible.
Just
hilarious.
the most fun.
You had just lost. You were pretty bummed, and
Didn't last long.
it
No,
didn't
I mean,
last
it
long
honestly
'cause people
didn't
were-
even last out of the building because the kid that you were talking about, and I guess his like dad or grandfather, like an older gentleman, like they stopped me and were like, listen, none of that was like, that's not us. They were apologizing for it. The kids started talking to me about the Bills, and the older gentleman was like, I really respect you guys, like whatever. And then obviously the usher stopped me and everything was like, I'm so sorry you had to deal with that. That's not who we are. And like at that point, I was like, because I'll be honest, when those guys were fucking around, I was like, I told you guys, like the Habs are making the list. Like I am out on the Habs. Like they have become a franchise that I hate because those guys were such fucking dicks.
You threatened to burn the shirt that you just bought like
I did.
Earlier that day.
I did, yeah. But like literally immediately, the people I interacted with changed my mindset so much because they were so incredible. And those people were just like genuinely really nice people. And then we got outside and we had people playing the game, which I very much enjoyed.
All right, let's talk about being outside and playing the game because we get out there. Sabres have lost. There's a lot of Habs and 5 chants going on. People are getting in Sean's face again, but it's respectable.
Yeah, it's all
respectful
above board.
and funny and above board. Sean yells, "Sabres in 6," to which a fan replies, "6? How many goals you let today?" Oh!
That wasn't even the first. The first chirp I got was as we were walking out in my Sabres jersey, and somebody was like, "Go home, bud." And I was like, "You have to go home too. We're all leaving the game right now." But then, yeah, we had that guy.
That guy that was a legitimately devastating comeback.
Yeah.
Because
He cooked
there's
me.
nothing you can say
He
there.
cooked me. Yeah.
And he cooked you with a hand tied behind his back because if you are saying 6, how many goals you let today, it is unlikely that English, the language in which this conversation was held, is your primary language.
Right.
Yeah.
He was still
Yeah,
ready.
He cooked me in his second fucking language.
Yeah, dude.
It wasn't the last time I got cooked that night.
You know what that was? That was Sean Thornton. I'll let you pick which hand I beat the fuck out of you with.
Or Kobe talking shit to Pau Gasol or whoever in Spanish during the Olympics, and Braun having to be like, "We're good, Kobe. We're good. That's enough." And he's just shit talking the fuck out of somebody in Spanish.
So that was one of my top 3 fans outside the game. Do we have the video of "Fuck You, Man"?
No.
Okay.
Oh, we should,
There,
though.
the video of it is online. You can find it, but we're outside and they had made a traffic cone Stanley Cup, which was amazing. And Pete and Derek are trying to get videos of it. And a man in a Canadiens jersey.
We just got interesting breaking news.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mackenzie Blackwood starting for the Avs, it appears.
I thought that might happen because Elliot said it today, and I
Oh.
trust him.
Yeah, fair enough.
yeah, because, the way that game finished, right? Like,
Yeah.
he played pretty well
Yeah.
after.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So there is a Stanley Cup made of. Are you efforting the video?
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't heard the video, but I hope my laugh in it is not too loud because I exploded when this man apologized.
I think we have very audible laughs from the 4 of us.
Yeah.
the quickest turnaround from being the aggressor to being like, shouldn't have done it. Watch this man in the Habs jersey who says, "Hey, fuck you, man."
Go for it. Hey, fuck you, man. hey, no, sorry about
Fuck you, man.
Sorry. We respect the hell out of that.
He says "fuck you" and then immediately is like,
Sorry about
guys, oh my, like, look, it's all good. I'm sorry. And I don't know if maybe he just got a couple steps closer to you guys, realized there were 2 of you, saw
we're
that
tall.
you had some, you were winning the tail of the tape, but hey, fuck you, man. Sorry about it. I love that guy. And then we did not get this man on video, but there's a guy running by
Literally like running parallel to us
Yes.
on the street.
just like a lizard or something. The way
Yeah, it
he's
was
just like
very
going
like
across, and he's recording like this on his phone. And what's he saying? Is he doing Olay?
Well, I don't. I think I was just doing Sabs and six to other people.
So you said
I was throwing Sabres in 6 to like anybody that would listen, basically.
so this guy's running by, and I think he's doing like the ole. Like,
Yeah, something like
he's
that.
like ole, 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 ole. And this guy has some big time. Pete, you know this. Lots of people in North America do. My favorite villain is the flamboyant, kind of skinny, sneaky villain.
Yeah.
Like the kind of like Waluigi type. And this guy is running, but and this guy's running by, and French Canadian for sure. And he's like, ole, ole, taking a video with Sean. Sean gives a Sabres in 6, and he goes, yeah, right, Sabres are pussies, and runs away.
Just literally ran into the night.
Runs away is like,
like
he
scampered.
pranced and scampered away. Yeah, Sabres a pussy.
Yeah, right, Sabres are pussies.
So
Good.
It was so good.
I swear, walking out of the building, we walked like maybe a block, and there were a string of probably a half dozen of my favorite fan interactions I've ever been in,
Yeah.
all in a row. It was
was
incredible. There was also a guy who hit you with a fucking not joke.
Oh,
that was so good.
Again, not the most devastating thing that happened to me that night. And I'm not even talking about the game. Not the most devastating fan interaction. Like I got owned of that night. But yes, that the not hurt.
What did he was like? Hey, good game, not.
Yeah, like immediately. He didn't even give me a chance to be like, oh, you too, and then like fucking dunk on me. He immediately was like, I'm gonna fuck this guy's day up.
Can we?
Was just not even a comma in there. It was
No,
just,
it was-
hey, nice game, not. Okay.
Can we? Someone says, did the Waluigi villain click his heels?
He might as well.
Basically, like he didn't, but in order for you to be able to piece it together, think that he did everything but.
He had the energy of the villain in The Luck of the Irish, like the little leprechaun guy.
I was gonna say Jesse Eisenberg in the movie where Jesse Eisenberg was the villain. It was like a Batman movie.
No,
it was
Superman.
was Superman versus Batman.
No, I think it may have been Superman versus Batman, but yeah, he played Lex Luthor.
Yes. A little bit of that. Are we able to do the Sabres in 6 story?
I'm confused as to what. Oh, I didn't even know what I hit somebody with the Sabres and I don't remember what did he say something to me?
You went Sabres in 6, and the guy turned around and he went like tried to mock it, thought he had a comeback, realized he had nothing, and so he just went like, and
Yeah, I was like, all right.
a little. I think that he was like performing something on the Sabres in 6.
Very possible. I don't
But
know.
it was clearly like he thought he had something, and he was like,
I got no moves.
no moves. And just licked it like ice cream.
It was insane.
Then we made friends. We went to Hurley's after the game, and basically everywhere we've gone, we've made friends.
Yeah, well, because there became it very quickly became like, we're all having fun to sorry about it. I feel bad for you guys kind of energy. Like it was a lot of like, happy you're here. Very like, I'm not
Thanks
threatened
for
by
coming
you.
out.
Thanks for
Yeah.
coming out type of energy.
Yeah, met so many cool people. Again, the Habs fan TV guys got to meet Sed, pitched an idea that I said to you in the car on the way up here that I was like, we should have done this. And you were like, yeah, we should have. And we had a good laugh over it. And every time we've discussed it with anybody, it's hurt me more and more and more that we didn't do it, leading up to us telling Sed, the person who kind of created what we'd be mocking. So famously said, this gentleman from Habs Fan TV did the thing in Buffalo where he revealed himself to be wearing a Sabres jersey. Everyone cheered. He turned around and it said Habs in 4, and everyone booed. And we talked about it.
Nobody booed. It was dead
It was just
silent.
like dead silent.
Oh,
It was dead silent, and everyone was like,
they just
okay.
thought it was lame.
Yeah.
So we discussed it on the show last week. And where did you two fall on it?
I thought it was a little cringe, I
yeah.
guess. Like it was just like I just didn't think it played out the way he wanted it to exactly because he was doing it to a bunch of kids, and then as soon as he took it off, they didn't really have any reaction to it.
I think it was
But-
so poorly received, and I said this to them, so I'm not like being two-faced here. I was like, the fact that nobody liked it made it perfect, and I think that is like my favorite piece of postseason content so far. That he revealed in Buffalo a Sabres jersey that said Habs in 4, and it fell on a lot of deaf ears.
Yeah.
And it didn't really get much of a reaction. What I wanted to do, and I'm so fucking mad we didn't do it, is at the pregame wear a Habs jersey, remove it to reveal a Sabres jersey. Everyone boos, turn around to reveal on the back it says end racism.
So anybody booing you is booing the idea of ending racism, which Sean pointed out something that may
You're like,
or
this
may
is
not
why
be
that
true.
doesn't work.
They might not want to end racism. There's a particular history with some of the
Those boos may get louder.
they make it louder. Which, by the way,
He's the enemy and he's woke.
boo.
that guy.
Sucks.
They're also, by the way, this reminded me before the game, there was somebody going around with a Vegas Golden Knights Eichel jersey.
Yes.
And he came up to me. It was like, oh, look, you miss Eichel? And I was like, no. I was like, you really don't know your target audience here because Sabres fans don't want that. They don't like, I mean, I kind of do miss Jack Eichel, if I'm being honest. Like, it would be cool if he was here. That guy rocks as a hockey player.
You wouldn't have Alex Tuck.
You
You might not have him anyway, but
Peyton Krebs also?
Peyton Krebs,
Krebs.
yeah.
I don't think we're here right now without Alex Tuck. So it is what it is. But I was just like, yeah, no, I don't. I didn't really.
I think you guys lose 4-3 last night without Alex Tuck because someone else buries that on the doorstep.
That might be true.
Maybe.
Shout out Cole Caulfield missing a tap in through the crease.
And
Oh boy.
Greatest
And then
angle
just a
ever.
blasting
flubbing
one
the
over the net.
Yeah. And then I tweeted Cole Caulfield in hell right now, and he scored approximately 6 seconds after I sent that tweet. And I was like, oh, God damn it. Also, got to mention, we've done a lot of glazing of one Zach Benson. Bad game last night.
Yeah.
I mean, he certainly had opportunity. I don't know if he had a bad game or if just
There
Dobes
was a shift. It might have been on the power play. Is he on PP1?
well,
There
they just
was-
changed it last night. It was
There was a sequence where I was like, oh, Zach, got to finish that like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, I mean, there was one where he was like literally on the post and he was just like stuffing it repeatedly into Dobez's left leg.
Yeah.
And he was just like, he wasn't elevating in, like getting anything on it. Yeah.
Also got to give a shout out to a man we met at the bar called Filipino Dino.
Filipino Dino
Dude,
was
the
my
bar
favorite guy
experience
last night.
was crazy to me because we walked in
We
and
met
immediately
characters.
there was a group of people being like, they were the like first like, oh, welcome, we like you guys, we all hate the Leafs. There was one girl who was wearing a Canadiens jersey that literally just, you turn around, it said it was a 67. The girl that bought me a beer that I was talking to at some point, it was a 67 Leafs suck Habs
Leafs-
jersey.
Dude,
Yeah,
there
hell
are
yeah.
so many. I didn't see many of them last night, but I've seen a lot of those at Canadiens games over the years.
Yeah, there was a
Crazy
handful
work.
of moments where I bonded with Habs fans over being anti-Leafs.
Especially when Pete noted, I mean, Canadiens jersey is perfect anyway, but just every like current Canadiens jersey. I saw a couple Josh Andersons last night, and I was like, I'd have left that at home, but I'm so mean to Josh Anderson for some reason. But like a Lane Hudson jersey goes crazy. A Cole Caulfield jersey might be the best jersey in hockey right now, like up there.
A Cole Caulfield jersey, you said?
Yeah, like the red.
Which one?
Number 13.
22 is pretty cool, too.
22 is amazing, but
Did
The-
see a
Are you saying
non-
Caulfield is the coolest Habs jersey?
that like
I mean,
I
Hudson's
mean,
Hudson's
my
48.
favorite is, so famously I have 2 Habs jerseys that are both blank, and I want to customize at least one of them. I think I would put Yuppie on one of them because it's the best chance that I would actually ever wear it. But Hudson, Demidov, I mean, Slav, there are.
I probably would start. Listen, despite what Habs fans on Twitter might think, I think I might be a Dobej guy. Like a Dobej 75. Because I also didn't realize before last night that he wore 75. And I'm like, that's kind of a crazy number. That jersey would kind of rock. And he's got the little accent on his E, I think.
the A.
There's no.
Oh, Dobej, yeah.
Yeah,
I
there
think it's
were-
Slavkovsky.
There were a lot of Dobej jerseys out last night.
Dobej, they
He's-
fucking love.
Yeah,
They
I mean,
love Dobej.
They're in love with that guy.
They love that
I mean,
guy.
Montreal loves nothing more than
It's goaltender.
a goaltender that has come into the job. That like, oh, like we're behind this guy now. Like Cristobal Huet, that's our fucking guy. Or Yaroslav Halak on that run. Like, fuck yeah, this is our guy. And then every now and then, they actually have a fucking awesome goalie, like Patrick Waugh or Carey Price. So good goal. As long as it seems like they've taken the job, I feel like you are safe from any harm in Montreal. We should show some of the Dobej stuff last night because in the third period where they were chanting for him and it's getting loud and it's getting loud, they're showing it on the Jumbotron. The TV cameras, I don't think, got the full experience. They got the back end of it, but they showed on the Jumbotron Dobej's face, and he had such a smile, such pure joy. And I know that everyone's probably seen the post-game stuff, which is amazing as well, but watch this clip and look at Dobej underneath his mask. It is, what a place to be.
He's about to win another playoff game. And
it is on the
big
mask.
smile.
That shot is so cool.
It is.
A fan had a stop sign with Dobej on it, and this
He's trying to lock
came
in.
to his feet.
He didn't need to be. At that point,
Yeah, game had 3 minutes left, something like that.
2:47, Sabres down 4, and the Habs were starting the power play. He probably could have taken his pads
Happy
off.
Mother's Day, I'm in the NHL. What a
Yeah,
moment
that did catch
must
the
be
end of
for the
it.
young
Like,
man.
that was going on during the entire
Yeah,
TV
it was-
timeout.
A
It was
long-standing O.
They had a straight-on shot of his mask, and you could see like this
Straight
like,
up cheesing.
this like, oh my God
This is
smile.
the coolest thing ever, yeah.
And-
He fought it for a while too, and then it finally broke through, and it was plastered on his face. I think I saw some people having like discourse over whether it was good or bad behavior to acknowledge a crowd in the middle of a game.
I think it was human behavior.
Yeah, like
I think he was overwhelmed by emotion. I don't think he could help it, even if he wanted to.
and it was just cool as shit.
It was,
like,
yeah.
There's no situation that prepares you for that as an athlete, to have that many people going that nuts for that long, for you in particular, in the middle of a game, and it was just a human reaction.
Yeah.
Like that's got to be like a pinnacle peak moment for him at that point in his life.
Yeah.
It was an incredible moment.
It's got to be so fucking cool to be on a good Habs team. Like, I was thinking about that in the pregame because I mentioned it to you. Like, if you're a Sabres player, I don't know how this doesn't rattle you a little bit. And maybe it didn't at first, at least, because they scored so fast. But, like, I don't know how it doesn't rattle you. And if you're a Habs player, I'm just like, how? Like, if you're Caulfield or Suzuki, like, obviously being a cap, like, you just got to sit there and look at all that shit and be like, man, this is the coolest fucking thing ever. Like, it does not get better than being a good Habs player on a good Habs team.
yeah.
Sean, give me your tie up your Habs game experience.
With my
Just like
thoughts
your
on,
day, like looking back on it, what was that day?
I mean, it was, I don't know. It was like going to a funeral in the middle of a day at Disney World. Like, it was, the 60 minutes of hockey sucked. I was not happy for most of that time in that arena. But leading up to it, it was so cool. And post game was some of the most fun I've ever had. Like, we didn't mention I think the most owned I got that night was, there was a lot of Habs fans at the bar. We were sitting in kind of a spot near an entrance where like a lot of people were walking by, and every time they would see Derek and I in our Sabres jersey, they'd make some kind of comment. Usually very like, oh, look at you guys. Thanks for coming. We hate the Leafs too. Blah, blah, blah. One guy came in and as a bunch of people had been doing that night, went to offer me a fist bump. I go for the fist bump, snail.
Oh.
I was fucked. And then I put my head in my hands to be like, oh, I got owned. By the time I picked my head up, whole party was gone. They didn't even take time to relish in it. He fucked my day up and kept it pushing. And I was like, God, I got owned. But it was like genuinely some of the coolest like human interactions I've had. Some of the most drunkest human interactions I've had. So like the characters that we interacted with throughout that night were so cool. It was just like, I don't know. It's days like that that make me happy I'm alive. That make me happy that I'm human. And also that like made me realize that most people don't get to live their fucking dream. And like, this is a dream job. This shit fucking rocks.
Yeah, it was
so
I have fucking thought about that a little bit for you, where I don't think when all this started, like you thought because like whenever I go on Oilers Nation or whatever, they always say like DJ being 1/3 of what chaos.
Yeah.
And I'm very appreciative
As am I.
that they say that, because
I think that's part of a response to, I think I might have given them Tyler shit at one point for saying or like one half of what chaos or something like that. But still, the fact that they do it, I do appreciate.
But like you couldn't have thought at the beginning of this, because I don't think we thought at the beginning of this, like we didn't know where this show was going to go and what we'd be doing and everything. And like you have become the Sabres guy, and that's amazing.
Yeah,
But you got called national media last night.
I
But
did
there's
get
like
some, yes.
there's like responsibility on you now that is very like just like hockey fan wise, that is very funny to me. You are a front facing hockey fan who goes around to cool shit.
Yeah, I did not. No, I never thought. I mean, when I took this job, whatever, like met you guys, the Sabres had not been good for 13 years, for 12 years at that point, whatever. So like it never even like all of this stuff that has happened over the last month or whatever, never even came close to entering my mind. Like never in a million years. And that's why I've had so many moments during this playoff run where I'm like, fuck, like I grew up poor. Like, so the Sabres sucked and I was poor. Never in a million years did I think I'd be going to the first 2 games of the drought ending, like of that playoff run, going to the coolest arena in the league to see the Sabres in Montreal. Like, never in a million years did I think any of that would happen. And then, like, yeah, being known as like a Sabres guy, like the Sabres inviting me to stuff, and that, like, is just truly mind-boggling to me. I don't want to say imposter syndrome, because it's like I have confidence in myself or whatever, but it's just like this shit shouldn't happen. It's like it's a fucking weird world I'm living in, a weird life I have. I'm very grateful for it, and like nights like last night, just like the people I got to meet that I won't remember, or I'll remember, but like
I don't remember
I'm
any
not
of
forgetting
you
Filipino.
bitches.
Speak for yourself. You drink, I don't. I'm never forgetting Filipino Dino.
I will remember them, but I will never meet them again. Like I'll never see any of those people.
It's a long series.
That is true. And they were just like, there were so many incredible people. And like, it really did like, it really touched something in me. Like the way that the kid that was sitting behind us and the usher responded to like that whole situation. I was like, these are like genuinely really good people in a way that like you don't experience. Like Buffalo is a city of good neighbors. I think you made this point at one point, Pete. Like Buffalo's a city of good neighbors. They're great people. Or no, maybe it was Derek, but like, it's not like that. Like, it was a different kind of energy. Like, yeah, man, I don't know. Last night was incredible. The people were incredible. And it just, like I said, there was one point where I had a thought where I was just like, man, I'm happy I was born. Like the fact that I get to experience this shit, fucking peak.
Pete and I had a conversation like that. So like you have earned and you are doing everything that you should be doing, but it's very funny that this job did not exist when any of us were born.
Yeah.
So like
Could not have, like, I say this is my dream job, but that's not true.
it's the Nicolas Cage.
I couldn't concept.
Exactly. It's the
of
Nicolas Cage audition thing where like the best audition isn't what the people auditioning you had in mind, because they have something in mind and you're doing something that has never existed before is going to blow their minds. Like what do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to do? Like I wanted to be a sports writer and I did that, but like I wanted to do this. I just didn't know that this existed.
Yeah, no, literally. Like I just talk about shit and go to hockey games. Like, and that's
people glaze you. Yeah, they don't glaze us. They glaze you too. So you have like pressure.
That's because I don't talk as much as you guys. That's because I'm the third member. But
I feel like we do what people who don't work in sports think what's working in sports is.
And that's why I was
Which is-
depressed when I was working in sports. People were like, you must love your job. You go to the games for free? And I'm like, my suits don't fit. I'm gaining weight. I'm not doing well.
Yeah, like we get to hang out with friends, go to games, hop on like with our friends and talk about them after the fact, which is there's just no cooler job in the world.
And
it's true.
And we're not even talking about hockey. We spent the last hour and a half talking about the night that we had.
Yeah.
Like what the three of us did last night.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
And there's 1,700 people watching it.
And the game ended. We walked out of the building, went right to the bar, and watched the next game. Where
Yeah.
like back when I like really worked in hockey, I was writing or doing a hit or something until hit means television. It sounded like I was saying I was there doing drugs until like midnight, 1, whatever. So like no social life, no
And,
whatever.
like, maybe not in hockey, I guess, but like generally in sports, like you miss everything.
Yeah.
You work when all of your friends are trying to do cool shit. Like football, you're working on Thanksgiving, on Christmas. You don't see your family. You miss weddings, which is like it's whatever. But like, it is certainly not all butterflies and rainbows.
Yeah, but I don't know. We're gonna have AI figure out all the stuff that's difficult.
That's
and
the
then
other
it's gonna
thing.
be even better.
AI can't do this shit.
Yeah. Oh yes.
AI can't do this shit. You can don't take the factory jobs, anti-AI, but like end of the day,
Dude, it fucking
Can't do
rules
this.
that the clips that we put out that sound like something another show could do don't do well, and the clips that we put out that sound like 3 people actually dying fucking crush.
I say it all the time. I cannot wrap my head around why people listen to this, but I'm so grateful
Dude,
that they do.
I'm gonna sound cocky. I absolutely can. I don't know what it is that makes it good, but when I'm editing shit, I am laughing and showing it to
like
people being like, look at this fucking conversation that we had.
No, yeah, I think we're entertaining or whatever. Like I think we have funny moments, but it's just like I
It's
don't
insane,
know.
which is why other people can't do it. I fucking
Yeah.
love it. We're not that any of us are anything special. I think that you two are something special, but like there is a maniacal thing that happens when we do this show that I couldn't transcribe and I couldn't teach to somebody. I fucking love it.
It's also you said this yesterday when we were at breakfast. Like I couldn't do the show without DJ. DJ couldn't do the show without me, and neither of us could do the show without you, which seems extremely like very, very kismet or whatever you want to call it. That like first person we interviewed to do the producer job ended up being the perfect fucking fit and just the best vibe possible.
Which, by the way, we didn't talk about the job at all.
No,
I had no idea what I was getting into. Like
it wasn't about the job. It was about the person. That's it.
I mean, it
You'd
was
be a
just
good
like
hang.
Yeah.
it was a fucking vibe.
You had me at Sabres fan, honestly. I thought that was like my big takeaway. I was like, oh man, because I had something in mind for the type of producer we would have. And again, Nicolas Cage audition thing. I hadn't thought, let's get a young, cranky Sabres fan. And the second you were like, oh yeah, like you guys are from Boston. I'm a Red Sox fan. We were like, who do you like for hockey? You're like, oh, well, I'm from Buffalo, so diehard Sabres fan. I was like, it's gonna be this guy. We're done here.
I think it was Pete. Maybe it was you. One of you. Or I guess it would have been Pete. Had his Cameron Dicker jersey in the background, his Texas jersey.
Oh,
and I was like, fucking horns up.
Yeah,
Texas
hell yeah.
guy. Let's go. But yeah, I mean,
I don't think we ever mentioned too that like, did we ever mention on the show that like we almost lost you this season?
I know we never really talked about that. But yeah, I mean, this industry in general is very volatile. Things change very quickly. And yeah, I mean, there was a point where I could have left, almost didn't, and I fucking would I be miserable if I
This
had.
would be crazy right now. Sabres in the second round of the playoffs. Like
and
this
I'm
series
watching
going
on my
on, and we're
fucking
like,
couch.
I miss Sean so
and
much.
when it seemed like you were maybe going to leave and not you wanted to leave
No,
and
it was
not
more of a
we didn't want to. It was
circumstance
just
thing,
like the circumstances where it just made most sense. And I was being hopefully not too annoying, but like
No,
if there's anything we could do, or if you ever want to talk about like whatever, like we did not want that to end at all. And one of the things
People, this isn't a joke, by the way. Like
Yeah,
I
no.
was very
And
close.
I said lost, and I think people were like, "Don't say the word lose." Like we weren't gonna kill Sean.
No.
Sean almost took a different job.
Yeah.
No, but I was like, at some point, the Sabres weren't on this run yet. I was like, at some point, the Sabres are going to be good. And the thing that the job you were going to leave it for was not going to be as front facing. It was not going to be as hockey facing. And I was like, I just really hope that whatever happens, you keep becoming the Sabres guy in people's minds and hearts, because when that shit happens, not just in a like it'll benefit you, but like I want you in the middle of that shit.
That is one thing I will say that I don't think I've ever said that I appreciate from both of you, but I think you in particular, DJ, is that you, even before I even had a concept of it, like you had an idea that I could like become a thing, like become something, and I appreciate that because like that was never anything that was in my mind. Like I'm just pressing buttons, producing a show, and like you said, I've come kind of like a Sabres guy or whatever. And that is very cool and doesn't happen without you. A lot of people have taken chances on me throughout my career, and I think you guys took the biggest one. And it's worked out pretty well so far, and I appreciate it.
You know what a main reason for that is? A, that you're very good and that you're like so funny with that. Like I would love when we started the show, I would love when like you and Pete would sneaky get into arguments from time to time, and I was always very entertained. But it was like silly logistical arguments, like does a grown man do what it? You guys got an argument about something that like
the washing the feet thing, the DJ Khaled.
Yes.
Should a grown man wash another
every
grown
now
man's
and then
feet?
I got to shut the fuck up and like watch Pete, who doesn't argue with a lot of people, like other than like me, maybe. You guys would get into these funny arguments, but also I think such a big part of it was where your desk was, because when we first started the show, your desk, Pete sat here, I sat here, and your desk was over there. So if anything funny was happening, or if Pete was saying something ridiculous or whatever, like I'd be able to just like give you a little look or something. So it just always felt like I was having a conversation with Pete, but also I was like, I don't know, there was like a fourth wall that I could kind of break via Sean. But it's all to say, none of this show is happening without the audience being so amazing.
Yeah, that's the other thing I really appreciate.
Like
about the
fucking
show
with us, like
the community.
Someone should be. This is our last show, by the way. I kid.
Yeah, no, it's over.
It
after
sounds
this.
like we're doing that. Oh, I'm gonna have a point on that in a minute. Okay, that we'll transition to the thank you posts.
Oh yes.
Fuck. What was I going to say? Yeah, like when we started the show, I was like, there were a lot of like goals, and there was a lot of ways that like as the they call it like the one chair, the person who like leads the conversation and everything,
drives the shit.
I was like, all I want to do, I was like, Pete's already going to be the more likable one because Pete is, I think, just a very likable person.
More boring.
And no. I was like, and I'm going to be setting him up for a lot of stuff. And I know that with like the goal being that Pete's more likable, or that Pete's the likable one, I think the show will just be easier to digest. And I'd rather slap Pete's face on a poster for something than my face. Not because Pete has a better face, but just because
A better mustache.
For a lot of reasons. I just like was really comfortable trying to not make it the DJ show. And if anything, the like DJ sets up Pete show. And as the show's gone on, I'm like, it's crazy that I don't think anyone hates any of the three of us. And my guess was that I'd be the annoying one. I am the annoying one, but that I'd be like the like, I watch it for this thing, not this thing. And I'm convinced that you just have to consume it all together or it doesn't work.
Yeah, I mean, I don't, like I've said, like I said earlier, I don't understand why people watch this. And I mean that from like I don't understand what's going on. Like, it's just so hard for me to wrap my head around all of this existing and like us traveling around North America and like going to Edmonton and there being a bunch of people who are happy to see us, DJ in particular. Like, obviously the Buffalo thing, we were here. There's Whatnuts here. We met Erica, who worked at Bell Center, and like talk to her a little bit, talk about the community that we've built, and like, yeah, I don't know. It's just it's truly insane to me, but I'm grateful.
I love this shit, and I didn't mean to say like I think I suck or like ask for any like, oh DJ, you're not that bad. But like when I left my last job, there was two things that I wanted to do. I either want to do a show with Pete, a hockey show with Pete, or I wanted to like, I don't think Katie was doing anything at the time, but I was like, I would want to be like a showrunner or like producer for like a Katie Nolan thing where it's just like come up with ideas, do cool shit. And this show's been fucking perfect because I've gotten to do all the things that I've wanted to do. Like hosting, I would say, is probably the thing that I'm worst at of all the shit we do here, but it just it's the best.
That.
It's my favorite thing. My favorite thing in the world.
I would say you're pretty good at hosting.
I would agree.
Everything
you drive this whole fucking shit.
Well, that's another thing I like. That like I don't take a lot of days off, and when I take a day off, Pete's like, fuck, I like when you're here and setting me up. And shout out all the guests that we've had to fill in for Pete. Like, they're amazing, and we have such funny shows when Pete's not here because for a bunch of reasons. But like, it just it can't
Nothing
be
beats-
it without
What chaos.
the real thing. We just sucked our actual dicks
I
for
know.
a while.
But
it was-
not our own, each other's.
Yes. Okay.
It's way better. I've been thinking this whole
What's a
time.
Slate?
This has been an amazing chat. I've been thinking this whole time. We have to mention that the fucking Habs crowd does the wave.
Ugh.
I mean, there
I-
were
and-
problems I had. We didn't get there. The problems that I had with Habs fan behavior.
You didn't escape Habs fans.
I don't. I think doing the na hey goodbye chant in Game 3 of a series is a little weird, especially because Game 4 is in the same place. They aren't leaving. They're going to be back here in 2 days. Series certainly not over. I thought that was bad behavior, and I was a little thrown off by the standing O that Dobej got after the game. It seemed like they were acting like the series was over a little bit, and I got you said that no one hates us. Absolutely not true. I think so. I think there's people that hate all of us. But
Oh yeah.
it was also funny because the person that called me national media was upset because I was glazing the Habs, and then I just got ratioed to living hell by Habs fans after the game, so they all don't like me. But like, I just thought it was a little. There was not a criticism necessarily. I very much respect the energy that Habs fans bring to that arena. Like I've said multiple times, it's the coolest atmosphere I've ever experienced. Just seemed like a little like, you guys do realize there's more hockey to be played, right? You do realize that you're only up 2-1, but it's certainly not it was more questions than a criticism, I guess.
I mean, the Habs crowd is such a ball knower crowd, and doing the wave in the middle of play is just like the
least ball
complete
knower move.
opposite
Yeah.
spectrum.
Shocking.
But
shocking.
But I will say, if there's somebody that's going to do it, it's the Habs. Because like we talked about the saturation of jerseys.
Yeah.
99.9% of people in that arena are wearing Reds Habs jerseys. And with how imposing and steep that arena is, like you see that whole wave of red going around, I'm like, damn. That is, like there were points where I don't want to say overwhelmed, but I was really taken by just the energy.
Like if it's gonna work anywhere, it's probably at the Bell Center, but
Yeah.
it still didn't work. So stop doing the wave.
I agree with that.
The thank you posts. I need to share that I've got a problem with thank you posts. You know about these thank you posts?
No.
And by problem means, I mean, I get confused by them, so I
I
need
agree.
players to stop doing them. At the
Especially certain players.
yeah, can you throw up like this type of thing where players will post on their Instagram? You have one from Lena Solmark today, Dear Ottawa, ... Thank you, heart. And then there's either a video or a slideshow. Leon Draisaitl posted one. Thank you, Edmonton, heart. And
The Oilers commented Leo, hands up.
hands
Emoji
up.
under it.
And the Oilers, I feel, commented Leo hands up to be like, he's still on our team.
Yeah,
Don't worry,
it's not
everybody.
gone.
I see these, and my first thought is, oh, shit. Like,
He gone.
The Lena Solmark one, maybe you see that, and that could
what I'm
theoretically be interpreted as, thank you for my time here. Do not do them at the end of a season, please. And it's very
Unless
nice.
you are leaving.
The sentiment is super nice to say, like, thank you for this season. You need to write for this season.
Or just be like, what a year. Like something like that. Not just like, thank you
Yeah.
at this place.
Have a great summer, Edmonton. Something
you-
like
Well,
that.
see you in-
I don't think
see
you
you in
can.
the fall.
I don't think you can say have a great summer, Edmonton, if you're Leon Draisaitl.
Yes,
or any player on the
Well,
Oilers.
that's more of like a please, Edmonton.
Yeah.
Can we have a good
busy
summer?
summer. Yeah.
But like, yeah, Linus Oldmark with everything. I don't want to say with everything he's gone through, but like all of the smoke around him after what he's gone through, and like the potential of them moving off of him, whatever, blah blah blah. For him to post that, like, certainly gives a he thinks he's gone kind of vibe.
Evie Grace says it's giving trade soft launch.
Yeah.
Soft launching a trade request.
Yes.
How do we feel about this chat? I'm saying like they're saying
Oh.
like how do we feel about this chat?
Yeah.
Like should I stay?
We done here?
Should I go? What's
What do we
the
think?
vibe?
I did see Elliot said that Austin Matthews is going to take until July to see whether he wants to be back. smart of him. He's going to be fucking back, but smart of him, I would think, to keep the pressure on.
Well, also saying I'm waiting until July is like, is it going to be like July 1? Be like, not enough, gone. Like they can't
You
do
guys
anything
didn't sign
until
a star in free agency.
they can't do anything until July. I feel like it should be he'll decide in August after
Yeah.
they've had a month to maybe make some picks.
July's when he's going to start thinking about it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Duckies tied their series with the Game 4 win. We watched that at Hurley's after the game last night. Good. I need that to be a series.
Good.
No, good.
Yeah,
good,
no,
good. I need
I-
that to be a series.
I mean, no mistake about it. We were all rooting for the Ducks in that game, and
Yeah.
probably in every game moving forward. I think we've made our feelings pretty clear on the Vegas Golden Knights, but I'll say, like, I've had some fun watching. I don't want to say that Vegas is an unwatchable product. It's certainly not.
They have good players.
yeah.
Like Jack Eichel's a good player. Mitch Marner's a good player.
We don't
Definitely
talk
watch it.
about Mitch Marner. No discourse.
Nobody. Yes.
no discourse.
That's
We
fucking,
need to stop talking about Mitch Marner.
that's bullshit what you just did, Sean. Don't.
Per
don't
Elliot Freeman, we need to stop talking
Not,
about
Oh,
it.
no,
not,
I was
not just
doing
Elliot.
torts.
Elliot was
Oh,
saying
that's
no,
right, torts
no. Elliot was saying no Toronto discourse.
Yeah, true.
Torres was saying, you should stop talking about Mitch Marner. He's been, in Torres' defense, Mitch Marner has been pretty good, like, since the end of the first round.
And Tage Thompson said Mitch Marner is none of your business.
True. Well, he said it's none of your business. What he was talking about, up to interpretation.
Yeah.
Maybe it was Mitch Marner.
Yes. Yeah, the Elliott thing of like the Toronto's got to let go of the Mitch Marner thing. I was like, that's right. I don't live in Toronto and I don't consume. I would think that Toronto stuff is so loud that its blast zone trickles into Boston and
I had that,
my
yeah.
feed. I don't see any Mitch Marner.
That's
Toronto
exactly
stuff.
my thought. I was like,
Like,
well,
fuck,
first
that's
off, I'm
happening?
like,
that stinks.
you brought up Mitch Marner. You're the media. You're the Toronto media, A, and B, I was like, I don't, like, obviously when you talk about Mitch Marner, Toronto comes up, but I don't feel like by and large everyone's just making shit about Mitch Marner leaving Toronto. And then I was like, oh yeah, I'm not from there.
Some of it is worthwhile having because Mitch Marner is having a good playoff run.
And Toronto,
when that was the story, when he was in Toronto, he couldn't put together a good playoff run.
Meanwhile, the team that he left is about to draft Gavin McKenna because they were so bad. They finished with the 6th worst record in the league.
Yeah, so like some of it I understand. I definitely think there are people in Toronto who are finding every avenue possible to make it about Mitch Marner and like to never
Or to make
get
it
over
about
it.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
And so like that I can understand being very annoying. And I can also like understand Torts being like, stop talking about how like this guy has been shit forever and is suddenly not shit, blah, blah, blah.
I love Torts.
Mitch Marner's having a good playoff run.
It's-
Let's just appreciate that he's having a good playoff run.
Remember, what was it, game 5 of the second round last year, though? He was bad. Was it game 5 that he had that, like, I don't give a fuck turnover or giveaway?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Not good.
It's bullshit, though. Don't talk about him. We can instead talk about the Flyers getting swept and the Carolina Hurricanes entering severe rust watch. So not
Atrophy watch.
Atrophy watch. Not a good time to be a Hurricanes fan. They do win game 4 in overtime, ending the Flyers season. This was 2 days ago, though. And as this series is going at least 5 for the Sabres and Habs. So they're getting at least a week off, I think.
We were watching that game at McLean's?
Yep.
And that Dan Vladar final goal broke my heart.
It really
luck
made,
broke
it
my
made me
heart.
very sad.
It was a bad goal,
Yeah.
but like his reaction to it just
Yeah,
made me
just
feel
beating himself
so
up.
bad.
Yeah. I tweeted it. I was like, that is a man that deserves better.
There was no sound on in the bar, but the post game interview. Did you see who it was with?
No.
It was with Taylor Hall on the bench, and I was like, I bet he's not going to say it, but he should do the post game interview and be like,
We're not coming back here either.
"Fucking told you." Yeah. Yeah. Canes very good. Does worry me though that they're going to be like almost around 2 weeks off.
11 days, I
and
think.
11
potentially,
days if
it goes
this
7.
goes 7. Okay, can we do a current power rankings?
Okay,
Because
sure.
the Avalanche lost the game. The Avalanche are now...
Is this like a hottest team in hockey power rankings? Like, what have you done for me? Like, lately.
Hottest team in the playoffs?
it's new, so let's just do a power rankings. I think that one, as of Monday, May 11th, United States and Canada, let's go Hurricanes, right? They're undefeated. Two,
That's fair.
Avalanche only have one loss, but they're on a 1-game losing streak, so we maybe want to bump them down to 3.
There's a goaltending controversy.
There's a goaltending
True.
controversy, so there. Let's
You have
just
2 goalies. You have none.
all right, let's put them at 4. Who do you want to put at 2 and 3?
This is going to be a disaster.
Oh, especially because we're picking on the Avs of all teams. That fan base is going to respond to this rationally.
Who are we putting at?
This is big Frank Saravalli tweeting out a link energy.
Who are we putting at
I've got my
2?
first power rankings for the playoffs. Avalanche are number 4. Click the link.
I feel like number 2 should be the Anaheim Ducks.
Ducks, Duckies, Dostal, hot, taking care of business at home.
Nobody's won more recently than the Anaheim Ducks.
That is
hottest
true.
team. Although right on their heels are the number 3 Montreal Canadiens. I think we'll put the Avalanche at. I haven't written
Avs 5.
Avs 5.
Ottawa
Sabre-
Charge. Ottawa Charge.
Ottawa Charge. Yes, congratulations, back in the Walter Cup final.
Wouldn't we put the Wild in front of the
Oh, the
Avs?
Wild have to be
They-
in front of the Avs. Jesus.
All right, so 5 is the Minnesota Wild. I would say that the Senators proved to be a lot better than the Flyers. I think that they gave the Hurricanes more of a series than the Flyers did. So I'm gonna toss the Senators at 6.
Are the Senators better than the Lightning?
Oh,
The Lightning took the Habs to 7.
we'll do a tie. We'll do 6.
T6?
Yep, T6, and then that jumps us to 8. Senators, Lightning. We want the Bruins in there.
Where do we put the Coyotes? They had a better power play than the Flyers.
The Coyotes have lost less games this year than literally everybody in the playoffs, except for the Canes and except for the Canes.
Okay, 8, we're going Coyotes. And 9, Julianne Moore voice. Avalanche had, prior to that loss, which was bad, and saw them plummet in the power rankings. They were undefeated prior to that, so it's a little optimistic. Maybe it's our Avalanche bias, but I'll give them 9th.
Okay.
And then
Top
round
10?
Yep,
Top 10 's really good.
not
Top 10,
bad.
that's where you wanna
And
be.
then rounding it out, we can go. I mean, Sabres aren't there.
Kings.
The Kings is pretty good because the Kings gave the
Kings
Avs,
gave the Avalanche.
They played them tight.
Okay,
did play them
so
tight.
Slow them down.
Okay, so let's go Kings 9, Avalanche 10. And that's your first power rankings.
There you go.
Huge.
That clip's gonna go fucking crazy.
As Avs fan, Orange Joe 3038 said, the biggest idiots are going to be so mad about this.
All right. Off of that, I do want to say, Penguins on fraud watch. Can we put the eliminated
Yes.
Pittsburgh
The
Penguins
Penguins are below the
on fraud watch?
Avs.
I put them on fraud watch because of what I just saw in that Hurricane series.
I think that's so fair.
Remember when the Capitals lost last year and Spencer Carberry was like, we're not even close. When they got smoked,
Yeah.
they were like, we won that first round series. Then we got to the second round and we got smoked by the Hurricanes. That proved to us we're not even close to being a contender. Where was I going with that?
that the Penguins are there or the Flyers?
That's what the Penguins are doing now. The Penguins watch the Flyers get their fucking asses kicked in the second round. And I'm like,
Damn.
we got
We're not
smoked by
even
those
close.
guys.
Which, and to be fair, or not even to be fair, but I think the reality is that series, like the Flyers were the reason that went 6 because they just decided to fuck around. It should have been a sweep.
The comments, by the way, the chat from the power rankings, we got at least one. I love this shit. I love it here.
I also I love the auction element of the chat during the power rankings bit because it's people just furiously submitting their choice.
Wild.
Yeah.
I do, like,
That was very good yes-anding from the three of us.
Yes.
While we're having a What Chaos appreciation episode, that was very good. Like, oh yeah, I got to put this in.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah. Do we
We
have this?
rolled.
All right, so we want to put that. Okay, very good,
rolled.
Pete. Yep,
That was
thank
jazz.
you.
It was
jazz,
jazz.
baby. Our jazz is getting better.
I do appreciate that.
Fuck, this week in jazz reel would go nuts.
Joe called people getting upset at that idiots, and Katie, a resident Avs fan, said, "Don't call me an idiot, Joe." Katie's in on the joke, and she's still mad about it.
Do we, when we post it, should we do a collaboration request with like an Avs fan
Dip back
account.
into the All City, be like, try to collab with DNVR Avalanche.
Oh my God. Our friend RK
oh my
would
God.
strangle us.
I love you, RK. I don't know if you still listen. But
Our RK would
happy
not
anniversary,
like this.
happy anniversary, RK and Allie. The
Oh, fuck
1 year
yeah.
anniversary
Hell
was
yeah.
yesterday.
Favorite media couple.
Putting out a clip like Avs are a top 10 team in the NHL right now, and then have them in a 10 when there's like 8 teams left. Not even.
Avs have moved
Just
into
put
the
out,
top
just
10.
put out a graphic, no context, being like this week's what chaos power rankings.
Young Gritty says, Jazz? Like the numbers
The
guy?
numbers guy.
Yes.
Honestly, would be a pretty good bit. Like if we just like weekly power rankings, no context, but we do that on the show because people will get upset about it literally every single week for the rest of time.
Oh, yeah.
Loose Leaf says DJ was in college improv. No, I was in college a cappella. I did improv as an adult, like a cool
Way
person.
cooler.
I did improv when I was like 26, idiot.
I did improv after I clocked out of work as an adult.
I think I might actually dip back into improv one of these, maybe in the summer or something.
Anyway,
Get back in the game.
putting a top 10 teams in the NHL featuring the Ottawa Charge, people would
And the
love
Arizona
that shit. And
Coyotes.
the Arizona Coyotes. Well, at least the Coyotes have been an NHL team at some point.
Yes.
Never been the case for the Ottawa Charge.
Speaking of the Charge, you got to congratulate them. They've reached their second straight Walter Cup final. I don't want to congratulate them because they did it with a 3-1 series win over the Fleet in the semifinal. Did not get to catch much of the game yesterday because we were running around.
I
Like-
watched some of the end of it, or some of like the third period into overtime.
In one of the intermissions, I checked the score and I was like, what am I doing here?
I'm
Sitting in this beautiful Centre-Bell. Sabres are getting smoked. Fleet gone.
I'm deeply torn because there's the Victoire game tonight, and it's Game 5, winner take all. I don't want to miss the Avs Wild. I don't.
I really want to. We're supposed to have concern over we should be conflicted.
Yeah,
Because
I mean,
we have to watch these. We have to watch the Avs Wild. However, our the Montreal house does not, or at least
We have not figured it out.
we have not figured out how to watch TV and the games
Just-
in the house.
The Nintendo Switch works. That's all we care about.
you haven't tried any like computer to HDMI?
Have not tried that.
Can you do VPN on the phone?
I think you can.
Because if you can do VPN on the phone, I say go to the Victoire game. I fire it up on the phone. Or I actually can do VPN on my iPad. If we can sneak an iPad in,
I'm almost positive you can do VPNs on iPhone.
I'm going to try to sneak an iPad into the Victoire game.
Okay.
And then we can have it at intermission.
I don't know if you need to sneak that.
Yeah?
I feel like kids
I
get
can just
their
act like it's
iPads
my phone.
like you're an iPad kid.
Yeah. So
They have them
we'll
on the
have
bench.
Pete do
Why
it.
can't you have one?
Pete shave?
Should we get a stroller?
Yes. Pete. Pete, Tony X, and I were planning on doing a trench coat job. Back
Oh,
before
yeah.
TickPick was hooking us up, we were going to save money on tickets by doing a big trench coat, and Pete and I go in under a trench coat.
Yes. Hell yeah. Stay tuned. The Victoire game is on the table tonight.
All right, Sean, give me the slate because the Victoire game is on.
Wait.
Yeah.
No, before we get to the slate,
No.
we have an update on the Young Gritty present.
Oh, fuck. Yes. Thank you very much. So the Philadelphia Flyers are eliminated by the Carolina Hurricanes.
You just did somber newscaster voice.
The Philadelphia Flyers.
They were 32.
Tragedy.
You're like, it's going to be 75 and sunny this weekend. In other news.
Back to you at the desk.
Tragedy in Philadelphia. It's not always sunny for a local hockey team. They played at home. Tickets were really easy to get. Eliminated by the Carolina Hurricanes, soon to be rusty Carolina.
Not to be confused with the
Hurricanes.
Montreal Hurricanes.
On Saturday, which is the same day that Young Gritty received his gift from us. Here is Young Gritty's gift for the playoffs, which is a playoff P
Dang.
jersey
That's so good.
just in time for the playoffs.
Look at the little doggy.
Young Gritty had it for like 2 hours, and then the Flyers were eliminated.
It's still an incredible jersey, though.
I gotta find, because I gotta give proper credit to the person that first tweeted playoff P at me about Porter Martone, because it was just a random on Twitter, and I instantly was in on it.
This is gonna hit no matter what. Like, obviously, you'd like to have it when the Flyers are active in the playoffs, but playoff P wearing that jersey to like a regular season Flyers game is still gonna be like, what's going on there?
And it's just like, that's playoff P. That guy fucking rocked in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I feel like people are gonna get it.
So Flyers jerseys are hard to come by right now, or maybe they're going to be in stock now. But I reached out because I wanted to get this done as quickly as possible. So I reached out to our friend Lauren from the Flyers, and I was like, hey, we're trying to get a jersey made for one of our core members, and it's got to be like a quick turnaround. You think could make it happen? And she was like, is it for Young Gritty? I was like, fuck yeah, they're gonna be able to make it happen. Yeah. And we paid for it, but like we just wanted there to be as little time from the manufacturing and everything. So we figured just like go right to the store. And I was like, yeah, we want to get him a playoff P jersey. And she was like, oh, well, you might need to actually get it customized because they're flying off the shelves. Cannot make Martone jerseys fast enough.
Which
and I
sucks.
said,
the thing I hate about sports is when players get really good and you like them, and then everybody else also fucking likes them, and it's not special. That's where I'm at with Zach Benson right now.
Oh yeah,
not as hot in the streets. I was like,
because
I was in the trenches with that guy.
So you're mad that Fichtner's wearing the Benson jersey?
No, because as you guys have pointed out, well, I guess I don't really know, but Fichtner's been around the team.
Yeah.
He's not just learning about Zach Benson.
He's a ball knower.
Yes.
But yeah, Lauren was like, oh, you might need to get it customized actually, because like the actually made Martone jerseys go so quickly. And I was like, we're getting it customized. When I said playoff P, I was not just like referring to him colloquially.
Jersey.
We are getting him a playoff P,
a 94
jersey.
playoff P.
And it goes so hard.
You want to know what the most the worst part about that jersey is, though?
What?
If Young Gritty wears that to a Flyers game, Young Gritty's doxing himself.
Yeah.
That is true.
Or now fans know if they want to take credit for it, because there could be copycat Young Gritties, copycat league.
True.
That's what we should do. We should pump out, like, get a bunch of random Flyers, like season ticket holders, playoff P jerseys, and then they could do like, we're all playoff P. We're all Young Gritty.
So we will have Young Gritty pull what is known as a Bin Laden. Bin Laden had
this guy's obsessed with Bin Laden.
Obsessed. He thinks about it every day.
There were a ton of Bin Laden Bin Laden had, they called them, I believe, doubles. But they weren't doubles.
Triples are best.
Triples are best.
Triples, well, whatever number he had was wrong, because he needed at least one more, because they found the real one.
As far as you're concerned.
No, they did, because they killed that guy, and then James Van Riemsdyk made sure he was dead.
That's right. You really, you do think about 9/11 and Bin Laden
9/11 came up last night.
I know. I didn't know whether or not I should say that.
Well, it was in the context of the
Sam
Miscavige jersey, the Twin Towers. Because I brought
How are you
up,
going to talk about the Sam Miscavige 9/11 jersey without talking about 9/11? That's disrespectful.
No, hand up. I brought up 9/11.
You said I think about that jersey every day.
Yes.
I brought up 9/11 because I brought up Ben Stiller tweeting just Twin Towers.
Can't do that.
He was talking about the big men of the New York
Ben
Knicks.
Stiller has had a lot of controversial Knicks tweets that may be poorly timed.
Okay, Sean, hit me with the slate if you would.
Fun fact about the slate: I did not put the broadcasters on it because we're in Canada and NHL doesn't show us the American broadcasters. Yeah.
That's very interesting. Well, at 7 p.m. Eastern in the United States and Canada, you have the
Minnesota's wrong, but sorry about that.
What's that?
The Minnesota one at the bottom is not right. That's Colorado at Minnesota, and it is not game 2. And it is not a 1-0.
See,
series.
I was locked in on the other Minnesota game, and I was like, I think everything you have there is correct. Minnesota Frost take on the Victoire
one is right.
in Montreal, 7 p.m. Eastern, United States and Canada. Winner take all. Winner goes to the Walter Cup. And for Minnesota, it is a chance to continue their road to a three-peat. And if they do win, they face the very Ottawa Charge team they defeated. If it ends up being a Victoire Charge final, I might be a little charged down.
Oh, no, I'm Montreal down. But
I mean, if it's a Montreal Ottawa final, somebody's finally going to get a cup up here.
True.
So then we're going Ottawa.
I'm
No,
not
I'm
necessarily
going
rooting for
Montreal.
a cup.
I'm going to Montreal. I'm rooting for Victoire.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's... Yeah, I shouldn't let the actions of men shape my views of...
But Sean, you said that you were rooting for the Frost because you like dynasties.
I have a complicated relationship with the Frost because I don't. There's parts of the Frost that I very much do not like, as PWHL fans would know. But I do like dominance, like seeing teams. Like I love when Katie went to the Warriors. I love that kind of shit. So it would be cool.
That shit.
I don't know how good it is for the league to have one team come in and win the first three. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. But I think I'm rooting for the whether or not we're at the game. I'm rooting for Montreal tonight.
I should have known that chat is Victoire down.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Especially against P-Dub fans. P-Dub fans do not like Britta Curl.
Is that right?
Yes, she's got some problematic opinions.
There's always
so
a lot
I think people
of,
are anti-Frost across the board.
There's always a lot of Allez Victoire, and I like it hits me right. Allez Victoire. That's a good chant. I think it just means let's go.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm not as defiantly non-understanding of French. But I speak a little French, famously. Keep the slate going?
That was it. Oh, well.
No, we didn't do the men's.
The second one was wrong. So
okay.
it didn't really matter. But it is.
The men are wrong. First time for everything.
This man was wrong. But it is the Colorado Avalanche at the Minnesota Wild, not the other way around, 8 p.m. Eastern in Canada, CBC, Sportsnet, and TVA Sports. Round 2, Game 4. Colorado leads 2-1.
Do we do, for Sports Interaction, do we do the odds in Canadian since we are in Montreal? Or do we
in Canadian.
do we do the trusty converter? I mean, I'll do both, but
yeah, well, I mean, we are in bilingual Quebec.
all right.
Give it in French and English.
Let's give it a try. Brought to you by Sports Interaction Sportsbook and Casino. Every game is your game when you bet with Sports Interaction. Bet the action on every period, every shift, every shot with Canada's homegrown sportsbook. Sports Interaction, Ontario, only 18+. Please play responsibly.
So Sports Interaction was getting the top of the zone on ice ads.
They're
CBA.
getting the pimp spot.
Yeah. Big time.
That's what you want.
Yep.
And you want for Sports Interaction today. How about the Minnesota Wild to even this series? We think they can do it going back to Jesper Wallstead?
Yeah, oh yeah. Give me some of that. Give me that.
No,
action.
they went back for the last game. Oh,
Well,
the goalie change is
They're
Colorado.
going back. They're going back to Volstead after they went to Volstead in Game 3.
Yeah, so they are right. It's like
It works either way.
if you go, yes, no matter what, if you play a goalie, you are going back to them.
That's right.
And as long as they have played goalie before for your team, then it's okay. So like when
This is the back-to-back.
Do they pronounce TVA TV here?
that'd be news to me.
Someone just said TVA is TV.
All right.
TVA. Oh, because it's French.
TVA.
TVA. It's the French alphabet. Okay, makes sense.
Yeah.
TVA.
Well, to tie the series, Minnesota is 2.2 odds in Canada, which, as you all know, is minus 120. No, it's plus 120. Home dogs?
Fuck. Joel Eriksson is out again tonight. I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that. That might be part of the reason why home dogs.
I want the series to go. I want this. I mean, I don't want to say that I'm wild down, but I'm a little wild down.
I'm 7 games down.
Did we put the? Oh, we didn't. Did we not put the Wild in power rankings?
We did at one
We did.
point.
Oh no, we
They
did.
were
I
four,
just wrote
right?
Minnesota.
They were four?
They're fifth.
Fifth.
Put some respect on the Chargers'
Ottawa's
name.
4, yes.
Yeah. Every game is your game when you bet with Sports Interaction. From puck top to overtime, bet with live odds on every play with easy deposits and payouts. Go to sportsinteraction.com/whatchaos to open an account. Ontario only 18+. Please play responsibly. Sean, if you would, Allez Super Chats.
Can I give you a little bit of Sabres news? I find
Yeah.
funny how long we talked about the Sabres and everything, and really didn't talk about the game all that much.
Oh, yeah, they had Sam Carrick back until they might not have Sam Carrick.
I don't think they're going to have
again.
Sam Carrick back. Yeah. The Sabres aren't practicing today via Matthew Fairburn. The Sabres aren't practicing today, but a few players are skating at the Bell Center. Matthew Fairburn did say Bell Center. Chad DeMonissis quote tweeted it and said that the logic would suggest to you that the players who are on the ice today will not be playing tomorrow. On the ice today,
Logan Stanley?
no, but
Tage Thompson.
No, I'll get there. On the ice today, Colton Ellis and Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. So that would suggest they're sticking with Lion.
I would.
I would too. Not practicing or not skating, Tanner Pearson, which is not a great sign. That suggests to me that Carrick will be out again. The boy.
Ooh, Jason Zucker played like 3 minutes last night.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So it might be either way. That's the least interesting one. Lindy might be freeing our boy. Michael Kesselring is not on the ice.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
And Logan
Hell yeah.
Stanley needs to not be on the ice on Wednesday. So they might be. I don't know if they're a little concerning. Like they might be a little desperate because I really don't think Lindy is a big fan of Michael Kesselring. The last time Michael Kesselring when what's his name when Stanley was sick, they had to put Kesselring in that lineup, and he played like 4.5 minutes. So I don't exactly know what's going on, but Kesselring is not skating, and that would be pretty. I would love to see my boy.
I'm not sure if Derek got it, but there will be a vlog from the whole game day yesterday that's going to be amazing. We'll have it up on our YouTube. I think there's at least one Logan Stanley get off my team.
There was. I 100% shouted that, and
I know you shouted it. I just don't know if you shouted enough time for it to have been on camera at one point.
No,
but
I did it
I'm
once.
certain you shouted it.
I only shouted it once.
Okay.
I kind of regretted it in the moment because, well, I'm not a fan of Logan Stanley, the hockey player. I think the Sabres would be better if somebody else was playing on the left side of our third defensive pair. But
why did they think that he was better than Colton Parayko? That was crazy.
Relax. It was more about that Colton Parayko thought the pizza was better.
Do we think that Josh Norris gets suspended?
I think Norris
that's-
and Jacques should both probably get a game.
Oh, then you know what that means. Jaden Struble time. He's going to raise his stock. Fuck up my whole trade.
I don't know. We'll see. The Norris one is interesting just because like had a little bit of Ridley Gregg to it.
Yeah,
And
it was dirty.
The
it was like
Xhaka
lame and
one.
loser.
The Xhaka one was obviously cheap and
And it's just bad because of the effect that it had. Like
Knocking somebody
correct.
out with
I don't
your
think we'd
glove
be-
on is some
kind of impressive.
Yeah. Oh, I mean,
they do that in boxing all the time. They do that in UFC.
Who went down? Who'd he hit?
It was Carrick.
Carrick.
And Carrick,
okay.
Carrick, I think
Went
I saw
sleep.
somewhere might have been put in concussion protocol, which is why I thought that Pearson might have been for him. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see with the Sabres, I guess. Can't be
Those
worse
guys
than
don't like
yesterday.
each other. That is for sure.
Yeah.
For damn sure.
Yeah.
Ale Super Chats.
Oh yes. No Consta Hellenius. He's practicing, although it is his birthday.
Damn. From Snowtonen. Hiya. Want to say a special thanks to Sean. I won €60 for betting on pounds. Apologies.
Respect
That's-
Brexit.
Was that problematic?
Yeah,
For
respect
betting on the
Brexit.
Montreal game. Go Habs go. They ordered a Dobej stop sign. Mind you, I'm in the UK. They do have those signs there at the game. Indeed. Caroline Carter says, happy birthday to my beloved girlfriend, aka the founder of the WCLU Lesbians Unionize Go Habs Go. Caroline.
Hell yeah.
Happy belated birthday to you, because I remember when your lovely girlfriend wished you a happy birthday, and that's what started. You and Petey, Sean, were breaking down some cool Sabres stuff, and I was locked in to this union that was forming.
Yeah, there needs to be a union meeting. I want to know kind of the relationship between the WCLU, the WCQU. I know that the Q is a little more of an umbrella term, a little overarching. So I don't know if it's like an arm of the QU, if they're competitors.
Right, and should the L be like, we were first, so why would we fall under your branch? You know, like why aren't we running this shit? And especially when there is musical proof who run the world.
Girls.
Just saying. So maybe, but I cannot imagine that there would be any sort of bad blood between the L and the Q.
Probably not. I'm just curious what the dynamic is.
It's like when there's
which one we should be using.
Some soccer teams have like multiple supporters groups, which I don't know how I feel about.
Like it.
I wish that there were just one.
Same. It feels big, like
part of the whole thing of being a sports fan is being a part of like the community.
I went to the Toronto FC. The one thing I will say is I went to a Toronto FC game a couple of weeks ago. Sat in one of the support, like the I want to be respectful, but the lamer supporter section. There was clear. One was very intense. The other one was a little, and especially for like MLS, where it's, you want to get families there. Having one that's a little not as chaotic and like ultra coded is probably good, but.
It is
weird.
Big, like
you got two groups doing competing chants and stuff like that.
Has big Jesse Plemons. What kind of supporter are you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. If you can't hang with supporters, don't sit in the supporter section.
Not all supporters have to be the same speed.
Yeah.
From Orly DB, Bruins fan here, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't get goosebumps at the Dobej smile moment with the crowd. Yeah, it was a pretty great thing. Gabby Nicole says, for our beautiful little guy in the corner struggling with his love of the Habs experience versus despair over his failing Sabres. I don't think we've gotten any sort of... Wait, Sean, are you worried? I don't have the soundboard near me, but are you worried? You're not. I mean,
I'm a little worried.
Something might be wrong with Tage.
I'm definitely worried. Like, I think my thing of this playoffs in the last round was just like, don't fall behind. Be up one, stay tied. They're no longer that. They've played 2 bad games in a row.
Yeah, they didn't lose a close one. They were kind of drowning yesterday.
Yeah, and like the Habs are good. Like, this is the second round. They're playing a team that's better than the team they played in the last. I'm absolutely worried. And I knew going into the series. I said it when I said I want the Habs. I was also terrified of the Habs. So like right now, if you ask me, I think the Sabres are going to get eliminated. So I'm worried.
Damn. You, Ryan Tedder, you could not be, right? That's One Republic? Yeah. Yellow Hearn Beetle says, go Canes! Started after Hedo rivalry. Also, first-time super chatter. My first game was 9-1 versus the Panthers, which was some playoff energy. I want us versus the Habs. I want that to go to 7. Thanks.
Man, they're already putting the Habs through.
Thank you. Damn. Yeah. Snowden says DJ is a Gargamel from Smurfs fan. Confirmed.
I don't know what that's about.
I'm guessing that was when you were talking about the comical villain.
Oh. Yeah.
He's probably the villain in Smurf.
Lasagna
Smurf
Party says, go to Victoire game tonight and stay for Habs game on Tuesday. We are having a watch party on Tuesday. Do we have the details yet?
I want to confirm them before we put it out there.
We will share the details on all the socials, so make sure you're at the very least following us on Instagram or something, but we'll also have it on Twitter or wherever else. Yellow Hearned Beetle says, certified cutie. Also, how does one choose a sweater? I want a player that not everyone has. I'm thinking Yanko?
Jankowski.
Oh, Jankowski. Or Ehlers or Bussy. I mean,
people are gonna have Ehlers jerseys for sure.
Did I say Ehlers?
Yeah.
Nikolai, I apologize.
I would not. Bussy has a. I mean, I feel like you just got to do whatever your heart says. Like, if you got an emotional attachment to Brandon Bussy, get a Brandon Bussy jersey.
I mean, if you're throwing Mark Jankowski in there, I think you're a Mark Jankowski person.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't know. A backup goalie would be is a little bit of a risk.
Emily says, I pulled Demidov Young Guns, so I fear I have to root for the Habs for the sake of the card's value. Emily, be ripping packs?
I have, and I keep it in my passport booklet, so I travel with my Matthew Schaefer rookie card, but it's one of the duos with another rookie who I can't remember and is not as good as Matthew Schaefer, famously.
There is a rookie that's not as good as Matthew Schaefer?
All of them, actually. Sorry, Beckett Seneca. So no disrespect. But
we love Beckett Seneca.
Yeah, big Beckett Seneca guy. But I am more invested in that other rookie whose name I can't remember. Like, he's got to figure his shit out, or else he's going to ruin the value of my Matthew Schaefer card.
Let's rip some packs on this trip. We didn't do it for content
find
or
a
anything,
card pack?
but we just
Or find a
ripped
card
some
shop?
packs in Buffalo, and it was a great time. Let's see. Just Crazy says Sean is the perfect representation of our city.
It's because he's a champion. It's the city of champions.
Exactly. Stacy Faye, our dear friend, says, to no one mistaking Sean for anyone else ever again.
I got told I looked like Jordan Greenway multiple times last night.
What do you think about that?
Yeah. I mean,
Some
Forced to make
assumptions.
assumptions.
Some assumptions to be made. I have
forced to make assumptions that people cannot see hair.
We're
Yeah, that part too.
They don't see color or hair.
We're with
Derek.
Derek from Audition on this trip, and he's been awesome. He got mistaken for Sam Carrick's brother.
and Alex Tuck. You got
And
Alex
Alex
Tuck
Tuck.
and Sam Carrick's brother.
And then I
Trevor.
said to Sean last night, I was like, isn't it very believable that Habs fans would buy me a beer thinking that I was Brendan Gallagher when they are the drunkest people in the world?
They were all over us in the best way possible.
Gabby Nicole says, sincerely, this is why we love you guys so much. You're beautiful people who bring us joy consistently. What chaos is just different in the best way.
It's a different kind of energy.
It's a different kind of energy. The real hero is Jakob Dobej. Young Gritty says the S in Sean stands for you're the GOAT. So this was really good. This morning on our content group text, Sean needed the fuck that guy clip from Top Cheese because he wanted to dunk on Keith Olbermann for having a stupid sports take, first time for everything. And Young Gritty sent it real. He said, hey, does anyone have that Top Cheese clip? Young Gritty right away sends it. Sean says, the G in YG, because that's what we call him via text, stands for GOAT, and the Y stands for you're the. That was at like 8:10 this morning. I was like, damn. Sean's got a different kind of energy.
Keith Olbermann got me locked in real quick.
Michael Curtis, we were talking about you and your Auntie Shirley takes the other night, says, what chaos is a menage de pas? And we love it.
I like that. Chat coming from Mike Curtis is not what I expected.
We were talking with some hockey media about how, like, what were the odds? What crazy coincidence that, like, the Bruins signed Zdeno Chara, or I guess like 1 month before the Bruins were technically allowed to hire Peter Chiarelli from Ottawa, the Bruins signed Zdeno Chara. Crazy that there was no connection there. No rules were broken at all. Wild. And this person was like laughing that like they clearly got away with one there. And I was like, you got to meet Mike from Woburn because Mike will tell you, no, Peter Chiarelli had nothing to do with that shit. Gets no credit for anything. Fuck, I got it.
We should
right
put a
last time.
sounder. We should put the sounder of their name.
Yeah.
in there just so we can hit it every time.
Paradisiacal?
Something like that.
Paradisiacal Dream says, absolutely loving how wholesome this chat is. That was during Power Rankings.
Yes.
A redhead thing says, this is the kind of non-toxic masculinity we need.
Toxic.
Generic Red Circle says, reward for wholesome chaos. I'm begrudgingly so endeared.
Begrudgingly, hell yeah.
Begrudgingly endeared rocks.
Yeah, that's how awesome, not to pat our own back, that's how awesome we are. There's so many people who are like,
Fine, give you money.
fine, I hate men. I shouldn't like you guys, but fucking whatever.
Oh my
broke me down.
I just
Oh
wrote
my
that down. I'm going to use it as a lyric if I ever make anything.
I have to bring up the weirdest interaction that we've had since getting to Montreal. Me and DJ were walking down the street, got coffee, and as we were walking past the corner, some guy goes, KFC? PFK? And I was like, no, I got
Sorry.
nothing. And he goes, fuck!
Hell yeah.
He was a dead man.
That man was like, I need to eat fried chicken in the next 30 seconds or I am going to die.
Like, I need to be there or someone kills me.
It was fucking crazy. We walked up the street and we were like, what the hell was that about?
Cocteau Twinks says, Pikachu. Rainy says, thank you guys for being wholesome chaos and doing this cool thing you guys do. Appreciate you so much. Swagaslaw says, some real Brandon Flowers stuff here. So folks, if you don't know, if someone ever says, hey, do you like the Killers, like the band? You respond, does Brandon Flowers suck his own dick? Because Brandon Flowers, lead singer of the Killers,
Autofilates.
really sucks his own dick. We like that about him.
It's
All right.
That's like every time Brandon Flowers talks about the Killers, he always has like a quote that's like, we're the best band of this century.
I get to be in the greatest
Respect.
band
I
ever
thought
that
you
I
were-
founded and do all the stuff for.
I thought you were being serious for the record. I thought you were talking. I thought you were saying.
No, that's Marilyn Manson.
That's
Yeah,
Marilyn
that's
Manson.
why I was like, oh, why doesn't this guy
Got
get
their
any of that
ribs
shine?
removed. That was just a rumor. Annika Breeden says,
It's
this,
not a tumor.
it's not a tumor. This ooey gooey chat is so endearing. I love you guys so much. You truly make every single day so much more fun for me. Hey, right back at you.
Can't be an Avs fan.
Yep. Heavy Chicky Wee.
Hi, Vicky.
Hi, Vicky. Hi.
Oh, hi, Vicky. Hi.
Close.
Heavy Chicky Wee.
In your defense, it is stylized a little weird.
Yeah. Says, not to get parasocial, but as a post-heated rivalry hockey fan from Europe, you guys make me feel like I have friends. I'm sharing this passion with 6 p.m. CET gang. Now we got to tell a story. What?
I just always think about the fact that, like, some people are watching this with dinner.
Yeah.
Like, this is not like some people just do this at all times a day.
We went to a little cafe called Starbucks, and we were talking to the barista. She was like, "So, what brings you guys here?" We said, "Hockey, going to the game," and she was like,
said, I hate that
Yeah.
shit.
"She was like, hockey, don't care. Okay, lame. Forget I asked. Whatever."
Here?
Yeah, and she
Yes.
was like, "I just don't like hockey. I don't care about it. You can't make me care about it. You got to leave me alone with hockey." So, of course, I said, "I've got 2 words for you. Heated." And she was like, "No, don't want that either. Don't care about it. You're not
Don't
going to get
even
me to
try
watch
that
it.
shit."
Don't give a fuck." And then another barista was like, "What are you guys talking about?" And I
No,
was like,
she did not say that. She said,
"Oh,
heated
she-
rivalry."
Yeah, she was like, "You say heated
It
rivalry?"
was like a dog whistle.
Yes. This barista was like, "I don't give a fuck about it. I'm sure it's like good smut or whatever, but I'm not watching a fucking hockey show. Not doing it. You can't get me to do it." And I was like, "Okay, well then here's the deal. Here's the little bet. All you got to do is watch the first 3 episodes and then you get to quit. Okay?" Knowing that person's
Good luck
watching 3
getting out.
episodes.
Yeah.
You got hooked.
And they are
Gateway
in.
episodes.
But it was the first person that was like, that we were like, "Hey, you should watch Heated Rivalry." And they were like, "Oh, no, not fucking doing it."
And
Nice
not
try.
in a problematic way.
Yeah, not in a problem. No, like,
But just
I
like-
know everyone likes it, but I'm not fucking doing it.
I like
Leave
how
me
you get
alone.
into your Felger voice.
Yeah.
Like someone being contrary and you start doing the Felger thing.
No.
Yeah.
Being a person in Montreal, being like, it's not happening. So quit asking about hockey. Being like,
She stood on business.
you're
though.
allowed to not like hockey, but being like, I'm cool because I'm in Montreal.
Oh, no. She didn't
No,
think
she
she was
didn't
cool.
think she
She
was
was just
cool.
like, "I'm not
She was-
fucking
Okay,
doing
fair.
it."
She
Okay.
was just standing on business. She was like, I know everybody likes it. It's just not for me.
I mean, you're allowed to not like hockey.
And they sounded like, probably because they are in Montreal, someone who has been pitched on hockey way too many times and was like, "I'm just not watching hockey." We're probably the 4th person that day to tell her to check out hockey.
Man, I just can't.
She
imagine.
should, though.
I can't wrap my head around not liking sports.
Especially when you live in Montreal and you get the fucking
It's
Habs
also
in
just
that
like-
experience.
But they can't go to the games, though. So,
Why not?
because it's so expensive.
Some people are upper middle class.
Some people are, but like telling the average person, like, "Oh, yeah, it's great because you obviously get to watch it, which is amazing if you can afford if you can pay for the cable package or whatever." But the like living in Montreal and you get to go to Habs game thing, I bet a lot of people in Montreal, like, chat, let us know. I mean, maybe these are hockey diehards, so they're like, "Fuck it, I'm going to multiple games a year." I would bet a lot of diehard Habs fans don't even make it to 1 game a year.
You can still go to the bar. Like they still got bars
Yeah.
around here.
The watch party.
That atmosphere and that vibe was definitely coming through the TV. That's for sure.
Oh,
Like,
well, no, you can't.
Yeah,
act
I mean, it was like
you're
what
getting
Elliot-
that.
Elliot said today.
You're still getting
It's
a
not the
great
same, but
you're
like-
still getting a great time if you go to the bar to watch hockey, even if it's not the Canadiens in Montreal. But like to get the pure, unadulterated thing, that's
I was telling somebody that this
that's
morning.
a tougher thing to do.
I was texting actually they're Canadian, but they're a Bruins fan, and they were like, not doing that shit. Have no interest in Montreal. I'm like,
such a good city.
I'm like, no, but like they're like, I'm not going to a game. I don't want to be in that arena. I was like,
It's crazy.
trust me, you don't even have to like sports.
yeah,
Be in that arena, you'll be overwhelmed.
I famously, Julia does not care about, or no, she watches like all the hockey games with me, but like she doesn't want, like when we go on trips, she's like, "Don't buy me a Predators sweatshirt. I'm not gonna care. I want to rep the Oilers. I only want to rep my team." But we went to a game here this season, and I mean, like, how can it not fucking blow your mind? And she
yeah.
like watches all the games of like regular season playoffs or whatever, and like, this is a fucking kind of meaningless regular season game against the stupid Leafs who are already out of it, and they're asking who is the defenseman that played for the like Troy Stetcher? Like Troy Stetcher is an important member of this Leafs team. This game does not fucking matter, and it is the craziest shit in the fucking world. Like this, as you said, you can hate hockey, you can be indifferent to the whole thing. It's gonna blow your fucking mind.
It's just like from a human perspective,
Yeah,
like
the spectacle of it.
just like seeing
spectacle
human
play.
beings behave that way is so fascinating to me.
Kirk says you guys are genuine and offer perspectives the hockey world needed. There were no fans. There were fans no one was speaking
There was
to.
no fans before the show.
Yes, there were no
didn't
hockey
exist.
fans. Yes,
We are the original one.
credit where it's due. There were fans no one was speaking until your cool, fun hockey
There were
grab ass
fans,
show came along.
None of them talking though.
No fans, and nobody even knew how to speak.
There were new
People-
fans, and
Humans
once,
couldn't communicate.
once there were fans, it was like there was like
There's a
silent
library
films.
in there.
Yep, JB brunch episode brought me here. Fantastic, thank you, Nathan McKinnon's Hart candidacy. Nope, says how do these playoffs
you're
affect
calling it
me?
Sandra Bell, but you can't pronounce Nathan McKinnon's shark candidacy by their government.
Well, I can say Nathan McKinnon Shark candidacy or Nathan McKinnon's Hart candidacy.
Yeah, but they
I'd
said-
rather not do the Shark one. But
They said that's their name though.
they ask, how do these playoffs affect me, last man standing? That does suggest that in that case it would be pronounced Hart candidacy.
They have said before that it is shark.
Yes, I know.
Intended to be sharp.
Renee Maldonado says, can't wait to get my 33 overtime Kings jersey. Leo says, this
Is that like for
Canes-
33 overtimes?
Overtime points. Yeah.
That's so fun.
This Canes fan just wants to say how much I like all three of you, even when I disagree with what you have to say. Cheers. Cheers to you, Leo.
Wow, a person online who can use their fucking brain, being like, I disagree with you, but I don't think you're a bad person. That's very rare.
Leo says, Pete, given that the Canes are an expansion team from Hartford, and this is where poor kids like me had to go because I couldn't afford Bruce tickets, why don't you like us more? Love the Canes. What?
I don't know what's going on. First
Couldn't
off,
afford- I'm assuming that's Bruins tickets. I'm guessing.
Oh, that
I
would make
love
sense.
It's like, I can't afford Springsteen tickets, so I guess I'll watch a hockey show.
I mean,
so the poor
So-
people from New England went to the Hartford games because they couldn't afford Bruin tickets.
Listen,
Is that the?
I understand the sentiment of it. You're overlooking the fact that I fucking hate Connecticut. I hate Connecticut and Hartford in particular.
Keep it going, Pete, with K-Mac.
K-Mac, hello from Uzbekistan.
Hell
Whoa.
yeah, worldwide.
Love the show and only cheering for John Carlson and John Carlson alone.
From
John-
Uzbekistan.
Yeah, famous
Yes,
Uzbekistani.
Yeah.
Is that what they-
Uzibekistan's own John Carlson.
Oh,
Yep.
that's got to be. I don't know what to do with that, but it's got to be a thing. Can we get it? Oh,
Damn, that's crazy that
K-Mac.
Uzbekistan is John Carlson down.
Yeah.
if possible, is it possible to get your hands on a John Carlson Uzbekistan national team jersey?
I mean, if you just get a national team jersey and send it to us, we'll take it from there. It's also going to say end racism on it, but we'll just make that a patch or
I
something.
need, or then send two. You're gonna have that one. I need a Carlson Uzbekistan national team jersey.
Beth says, I apologize for making an incorrect Batman reference last week, and it bothered me all weekend. Go Sabres. To
I
be
mean,
fair,
that led to-
it was a Batman reference. Like, you got that part right. It was just the wrong movie.
But it
That's an
birthed-
honest mistake.
It led to a conversation that led to a conversation that led to Antifa.
Antifa,
So-
which is a beloved part of this show lore now.
You are a founding mother of Antifa. Happy Mother's Day.
Spider says Danila Yurov goal manifesting. Hell yeah. Yurov's been pretty good, and they need him to be because I missed Joel Erikssonek.
Yeah, I
Annie
hope so.
Dolan.
I'm sick of talking about Mayov.
Jesus Christ. Annie Dolan says, was so hungover yesterday that I had to return to old comforts, and I re-listened to Wine Actually Still Holds Up.
Je t'aime.
There we go. You boys, go Sabes.
Go Sabes.
Right on.
Go Sabes. Big dog.
Adriana Cisco, what chaos is successful because it's helmed by people who don't exhibit open disdain for women? What's that?
But I'm actually forgetting. It's
Oh, yeah,
it's
wait.
people of color. I'm forgetting.
Yeah,
I'm
I know
actually,
the last three are.
Oh, why am I forgetting what the?
This is embarrassing.
Yeah.
Black,
why-
indigenous, and people of color.
Okay.
Okay. And other minorities, which can't be said for many others in sports. Happy to be in that camp.
If
On
you
the right
are
side of shit.
actually exhibiting I mean, we exhibit, I guess, jokey shit about kind of everybody, but if you are exhibiting disdain, the hell? Don't
DJ
exhibit
says-
disdain.
DJ said
Respect
and
women.
racism.
Yeah.
Habs in 4. WCLU was first, but the rest of us don't want to steal their valor. WCQU is for all of the alphabet mafia. This is from a bisexual under 30. Nate Gilbert, Mirage
Ooh.
Trading in Montreal is a great card shop.
I actually very much appreciate that recommendation.
Gas up the bird.
Gas
Right
up. I think about that all the time for some reason. Like,
Who even said
Nurse.
that? Was it Nurse? That's
gas up the
fucking
birds.
Yeah. Freshie McCoy says Hartford supremacy.
No, you don't even believe that.
No, come on.
You don't believe that, Freshie.
If there's a place that we're respecting in Connecticut, it's got to be New Haven.
I can only imagine. Chat is
Yeah,
not going to let us go and about not knowing the. I think it's
Yeah.
mostly aimed at you, but I don't think any of
I
us.
don't think so. I don't think it should be because I was like, oh, but like we all know what that means. That I was like, fuck, like what does the BI stand for?
Yeah, I was
but
just-
chat said Pete C's BIPOC. What's that?
A bi person of color.
The only thing that I had in my head was bipolar person of color. And I was like, I know that's not right. That is
not enough
very
P's there.
specific. That is very, very specific. Thank you, everybody, for all the support today. And thank you for listening to us, Brandon Flowers, ourselves. For
Two
quite
and a
some
half
time.
hours.
This fucking rocked. Good show. We're gonna have the vlog out. We will for sure have a power rankings out in case, as you're listening to the show, you missed our power rankings. The number 10 will surprise you.
Chat's right. Mystic is an awesome part of Connecticut. Take a train through there. It's a beautiful little. I don't know if it's a town or a city, but it's beautiful.
I mean, I've had good time. I mean, you can have a very good time in Connecticut.
Maybe driving through.
No, you're not New Haven down enough.
I said if you're respecting one part of Connecticut, it's
Oh.
probably New Haven.
Okay.
I don't.
But
really
also
have-
Mystic is beautiful.
my only Connecticut experience is that one time we stayed in Stamford
Oh my God, that was that's
on the way to New York.
All right. never
When
mind.
wait, hold on. When Pete quietly hiccups, it's Mystic for Ellen.
What?
When you quietly hiccup, she doesn't catch it.
I have no idea.
Didn't you
what's
say that you hiccuped and
No.
Ellen said,
I didn't. Oh, I mean, I hiccuped, and Ellen said that gave me the ick.
yeah. It said when you quietly hiccup,
missed
she doesning catch it. It's a mistake.
Ah,
All right.
okay. No, it
Took a
did-
while to get there.
Yeah, I needed to be my handheld.
We
there,
didn't
but it
say
did
in
make
all
sense.
the filleting ourselves. I'm the smart one.
All right, I will say I don't like Connecticut, but New Haven's pretty good. Amazing pizza. Mystic is beautiful, and Stamford, Connecticut is pretty sick. Stamford, Connecticut has a lot going on.
You haven't.
Is that true?
Also,
Yes. Stamford, Connecticut is pretty awesome.
no Connecticut, no John Mayer.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
He's
Nope.
Connecticut down.
I guess.
He's like,
Connecticut also has the greatest women's basketball team of all time. Respect Gino Auriemma and the various legendary women
Oh,
that
that
have played
fucking
under.
Diana
rules.
Taurasi.
Chad
Diana
caught the
Taurasi.
Mystic thing in real time too. God damn. Chat
That was
rules.
pretty. That was honestly pretty good.
Fuck.
It just took. It took a while.
You're really good. You're really good, everybody.
Before the show, by the way, Derek asked, he's like, you guys are usually done around 1, right?
Yeah.
Surely you jest.
Not quite.
I love Derek. He's like a Martian.
we have
I got Beth on my side. Like exactly. Nothing in Connecticut except for New Haven, Stamford, and Mystic.
Connecticcut is not big
Stores?
enough for you to be like, there's nothing in Connecticut except for these 3 cities.
I mean, Connecticut's pretty big, man.
No, it's not. Connecticut's like the 3rd smallest state in the country. The country.
I thought Connecticut was like kind of big.
It's not big.
It's like 3
I don't
times
know
the
if it's
size.
one of the smallest.
It
So
is
what I'm telling you is I
certainly-
don't.
It's the smallest other than
No.
Rhode Island in New England.
This is gonna be another 4 hours.
I
on
don't
the
know,
show.
and I'm not going to be an authority on this.
All right, the smallest states: Rhode Island, Delaware, Connecticut is the 3rd
Oh,
smallest.
I just
state.
pulled that out of
Oh
nowhere. I
my
fucking
God.
know shit.
End
I
the
know
show.
geography.
End
I
the
thought
show.
Connecticut was like kind of big.
No, it's
Damn.
tiny as shit, just like
Fuck.
me in this corner.
Press like. Bye. Damn. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to What Chaos here on YouTube. You will get everything, daily episodes, player interviews, and so much more. It's all here on the What Chaos YouTube. Hit subscribe.